Yes, once again, fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom, men and women of goodwill, conscientious people wherever you are all over the world. I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and to some of you good night, depending on your time zone. This is Radio Biafra Extra. We are streaming live through Radio Biafra London. Radio Biafra London is being anchored by the deputy leader of the indigenous people of Biafra. His name is Mazi for Mefo. He is from Abatete. Abatete is in Anambra State, and Anambra State is Biafra land. Mazi for Mefo is the man who have assured us that he will not allow the heart of this project to see corruption. And this is one truth all of us will not be able to comprehend. But like I always say, one day you shall. One day you will understand. And of course, Mazi for Mefo is standing on a deputizing capacity on behalf of our supreme leader, Mazi Nnamdi Okukano. He is the king of Afari Beku. Afari Beku is in Umuahia. Umuahia is in Abia State. And Abia State is Biafra land. Mazi Nnamdi Okukano remained one and the only man who stood up to speak for the collective interest of the Biafran people. Almost 6 years now. He is the director of Radio Biafra as well as Biafran Television. The one and the only man that commands our loyalty. For in the end, without him, we are gone as a people. For the Almighty Creator, in His infinite love and mercy in a time like this, has appointed a leader for us. And where He lead, we will go. What He say, we will do. I am George Onyeibe. I come from Abo, and Abo is in Delta State. Every piece of land in Delta State is Biafra land. I will not proceed until I acknowledge the Creator, Chukwu Okike Abiama, the one who lives in heaven and presides over the affair of man. Of course, that is the easiest way we can describe Him, because we understand that the heavens of heaven cannot contain Him. No heaven can contain the God we serve. Idi agbawa Chineke. Idi agbawa Idi agbawa anya n'elu ụwa. Idi agbawa etu ahụ dị na mbụ. Ị ga-adịgide o. Idi agbawa Ị karịrị ihe asị gị bụ akpata na-eku nwa. Ị karịrị ihe asị gị bụ obi n'igwe. Ị karịrị ihe a na-akpọ gị anya n'elu ụwa m. Ị karịrị ihe a na-akpọ gị n'eluigwe o, n'enu ụwa o. Ị karịrị ya sị gị bụ. Anyị na-aja gị mma o, maka n'eziokwu n'ịbụ sọ mma ịhụnanya na gị, obiọma gị o juru anya dadi o. Inwe gị mgbanwe o, ọ dịghị onye dị ka gị. Ebu Alfa na Omega, anyị niile na-asị na dị mma o. Ise. You are the reason why we are still standing. Because we understand that here, when it comes to the issue of Biafra, we wrestle against flesh and blood. We wrestle against principalities and power. We wrestle against wicked spirits in the heavenly places. We wrestle against saboteurs. We wrestle against unfriendly friends. We wrestle against household enemy. We wrestle against oil theft and oil thief. We wrestle against ignorance. But in the end, we will still be here after they are all long gone. Because we were here before they came. And after they are gone, we will still be here. And that is why no matter what they do, no matter how much they stress us, we will always be here. It's over 50 years now. We are still here. Our request has not changed. Our position has not changed. Our decision has not changed. All we want is Biafra. And then maybe somebody begin to reason. Understand it is not coming on the same vibration. Ojukwu came and is gone. And now we are here. And believe me, our time will be up. But before our time will be up, we will make sure. We will make sure that those who has gone before us, they have no idea of what we are going to do. This is one truth all of you have to embrace. Because very soon you will know the truth. and the truth will set you free. Having said that, we go back to our topic this evening, which is simply titled, Our Team Remain Back to Your Root. Back to your root. Our leader has clearly stated that the people without the history of who they are will not know where they are coming from, not to talk of knowing where they are going to. You do not have the history of who you are. And when you come, you are debating that you are this, you are that, but you don't know where your father is coming from. How will you know where we are going to? And so when we say back to your root, I understand, honestly, I feel your pain. Because to you, all that you think or all you know about your root is evil. Evil. Your ancestors are evil. Everything about them are evil. Because somebody said so. Don't worry. You will get used to it. And this is the time all of us have to rise up and go back to our root. Our team remain back to your root. It's not about you doing what they did. It's about you knowing what they did and why they did what they did. This is the only time you can stand as a moral man and tell us what you think you know. Understand what I just said. It's not about you doing what they did. It is about you knowing what they did and why they did what they did. There are a lot of things about our land people do not understand. And what humbles me the more is that each time I look deep into the Bible, I could only see the footprint of Umbutoru man. I can only see the footprint of Ekusigo man. I can only see the footprint of Albo man. I can only see the footprint of Akwa Ibom man. I can only see the footprint of Ejo man. I can only see the footprint of Biafrans. And then I think I need to begin to question my teachers. And I think the best way to come back home is to go back to my ancestors. And believe me, they are truly the voice crying in the wilderness. And of course, we will continue on the second series of this same study. We tried looking into it on our last presentation, but we were not able to meet up, and so I have to cut it off. And so we assume this is the part 2. The importance of your culture and tradition. The importance of your culture and tradition. Let us go to animal farm. I have seen different kind of animal, breed and its kind. And all of them, I do not appreciate their beauty equally. But the beautiful of it all is that they are unique in their own way. I remember in those days I went to visit my friend, and I saw they have guinea pig. Guinea pig were so small like rabbit. And they have beautiful, dazzling chocolate color among others. And I thought it was a rat. And my friend said, no, it's a pig. I thought all pig live in the mud. And when I got close to it, it's the size of a rat. But it's a pig. And it was fascinating, I must tell you. That is a pig. But yeah, there is another pig there, out there. Very big, very large, in the swamp. But that is a pig. What am I trying to say in essence? God created every man, every woman. He made them kind. He gave them shape. He chose who they are. And they have culture. They have tradition. And if you can look around the world, only those who understand the importance of their culture and tradition, they are the only people that will survive. Today, coronavirus is terrorizing the whole world. Is it coronavirus or coronavirus? It's terrorizing the whole world. The blacks are relaxing. Of course, they have to relax because the only thing they can make out of coronavirus or coronavirus is to rob. They will rob. Nothing else. But I can tell you, your ancestors is protecting you. You will not understand. But go ahead and thief. Lie to your people, you black man. Lie to them. You have spent billions to save them. But we know you lie. And you know, each time we come on air and we warn you, those of you sitting on the case of Biafra, we constantly advise you, get off your butts out of our issue. You will die on top of our matter. People should begin to go and find out why we behave the way we behave. Go and find out why we behave the way we behave. And then maybe those who think they are holding us down, by now we begin to think about what to do to us. I think the Queen of Almighty Heaven has left Buckingham Palace. Ordinary coronavirus. Do you know cholera virus or Toyota virus is running from Nigeria? Is he an idiot? But I won't digress more than that. Every nation that have risen up and say Biafra will not be free, I remind you, number one, because of the issue of Biafra, the whole world is on trial. The whole world is on trial. 50 years on, we are still here doing the same thing, making the same request our father made. And having said that, those who think that they are world power, understand that kingdom rise and kingdom fall. They were Persians, they were Grecians, they were Babylonians, they were Romans, they were Britain. Kingdom rise and kingdom fall. The importance of culture. The first priority in life is to be able to define your terrain, which will eventually determine whether you will master them or they will master you. This is the first terrain. I have to break it down so you understand what we mean. As a father, I have watched my children grow. And as a father that you are also, those of you who are father, you will understand that it's not easy if you are not patient. And I will watch my son trying to walk, scatter everywhere, tumble the pot of soup, turn the house upside down. And I'm like, what is wrong with you? I get pissed off. I need to beat this child. I need to teach him discipline. And in each of these attempts, the child will only cry, but he does not even know what he has done. Until I saw those who are more matured. And they said, and somebody narrated to me in a very clear term. He said, you see this child, he just came into this world. He's trying to fit in. You have been here for quite some time now. You know how to fit in. He said, but this child is trying to fit in. And it is normal they throw the pot of soup away. It is normal that they pour palm oil on the whole sitting room. It is normal. Some of them will even drag your TV down from the shelf. It is normal. They are trying to fit in. They are not used to that terrain. And so what I'm saying in effect is that as human beings, we find ourselves in any terrain, geographical location. The first thing you need to do is to try to fit in. It is the first line of priority. And for you to succeed, there are things you need to know. You have to be in covenant with the elements of life. The 4 elements in life that governs the universe must be in agreement with you, or else that ground will swallow you. That is why when I look at the people who think, oh, they are coming to take over Biafra land. Biafra land will swallow all of you. We are there. We are there waiting for all of you. Biafra land will swallow all of you with your Quran. History will repeat itself. Queen Amina and her entourage ended up in Kogi land. Just the sacrifice of the daughter. One daughter of Atta of Igala. Queen Amina is no more. Islamic campaign end. It is still the same Biafra land. All of you are coming. You will be buried with your AK-47. You will be buried with your Quran. You will be buried with your mercenary. All of you will be buried in Biafra land. Do you know how many people you have buried in there? But who will call upon the power that preside over the affair of our life as a people of Biafra? If you do not know them, how would they answer you? And when I say go back to your read, they say, it's safe. Did you think they have not been here before? They were here before. Men and women understand the language of heaven, and they spoke the language of heaven, and heaven pay attention. Today, BBC, your colonial masters are not fast to tell you the history of the first daughter of the Atta of Igala that was sacrificed to stop Queen Amina and the entourage. They don't tell you how she ended up. It is important that we look at some of these basic principles of our culture and tradition that upheld us as a people, which was actually taken from us. The importance of culture. And now let me digress a little bit. My mother told me, I cannot remember the year very closely, and I don't want to ask anybody. But I know my mother told me it should be in 1956. I can't remember clearly. She said she was still a young girl. She went to the farm with the father. And it should be around 7 o'clock in the morning, between 6 and 7 a.m. in the morning, when they were on the road to farm, and darkness came upon them. My mother said the darkness was too thick that you can feel it. And that is Umunede, where she was born and brought up, where she come from. And they stayed for about 3 hours. There was darkness. I'm telling you, in Biafra land, not in America. And then light came again. She said there was rumor that God left our land. She was not been to Arochukwu. She has not been to Enugu. She was still a child. But she said they were told that God have left our land. A cupboard. The glory departed. That means something happened that made it that way. But I don't think we have submitted to anybody more than we have submitted since 1956 to today. Nobody's talking about it. What made that darkness come upon our land? What made that Ruchuku fell upon? What made all these things begin to happen that were not happening before? Nobody cares about it. Because it's evil, it's evil, it's evil. How will you make amends when you are wrong if you don't know that you are wrong? If we have offended our Creator that is making us to suffer in the hand of Yoruba and Awusa, how will you make amends when you don't know you have done wrong? But they won't let you go there. They won't let you go there, but rather those people around you are destroying everything around you so that you can never find your way back home. But that is why we are here. You will come back home. And if time your pastor, who is not a Biafran, asks you to go to your village and pack sand, anytime any of your pastor tell you to go to your village and bring water, anytime any of your pastor asks you to go to your village and bring something that belongs to your village, leave that church. Leave that church. They all knew this truth. But you don't value your culture and tradition. Men and women went out to find out what went wrong. But too little, too late. Our culture and tradition has been bastardized, has been blackmailed and nicknamed as evil, demonized, like every other aspect of our life. And we have to live with this pain and this burden and with this quest to know the truth till this very moment. And this truth, we know nothing about it. Your culture, your cultural identity is your source of power. You're listening to our leader broadcast. He made a lot of sense there. It said when you are saying, oh, they are killing Delta people. They are killing Delta people. All those Oyibo children don't know who is Delta people. They think it's a new breed of idiots somewhere in Africa. They are aware that Biafrans were killed. Asaba was massacred. Ibuso, Anambra, they knew Biafrans were massacred. But Delta has not been massacred. And as such, Delta should not think anybody will listen to you. Have you been massacred before as a Delta? No. They rape your women small, kill you small. It's okay to maintain, how do they call it, population rate. But when you begin to shout, it is still Biafra. All of them will know, oh, the same Biafra. And so sometimes when they say, you are a Biafra, people do not understand. They have not killed anybody from Niger Delta. As far as the record of the world is concerned, the Niger Delta people they kill, Nigerians say you are militant, which means you are a criminal, you are armed robber, you are a thief, not even theft. So even though they go and demolish OD, in our Niger Delta OD, let them burn our bar. As far as you don't say Biafra land, they think you are just a new created zoo. Your cultural identity is your power. And then we keep reminding the world each time we say we are Biafran, so that they will understand that the same Biafran you people have been killing since 1929, openly violating our rights to self-determination. It has started even before 1900, but it becomes so obvious since 1929. That is still the same people today that are still going through the same process, whose rights are being violated, which almost the whole world has committed heinous crime against us as a people, but they will never talk about it. Why? Because each time they call you, yes, what is happening? He said, we the Anyomas, we are not Igbo. We the Anyomas. Then we the Aquaibotarian, or we the Joitarian. They don't know these people, but they know Biafra. They understand that in Biafra there are provinces. When you say you are Ugeb, man, they want to find out who is Ugeb. They will remember that they massacred Ugeb people. When you say you are Igbo, man, for instance, they will know who you are because they think you are talking of everybody. But if you tell them you are from Abagana, they will know who you are. But they don't know who is South, South, and Southeast. They don't know who is Riverine and Bottom Line. They don't know who is Coastal Region and Region Coastal. But they know Biafra. In our previous study, you were meant to understand your cultural food is your source of health. Our culture and tradition permits us to have a particular type of food. Our ancestral scientists find it out. They discovered it. They knew we cannot eat live animal. We don't eat animal. We don't eat blood. If I see some people in video eating animal like a chimpanzee, they are the one calling you chimpanzee. They eat a rat that is alive. Eat things that are abomination that will defile you even as a Biafran. We don't eat that. We cook our food. We cook our food. It's only fruit we don't cook. But does it mean it's not good for their head? It's good for their head. It is not good for your head. Our Father understands this truth. Because that is your health and that is your wealth. Don't worry, be watching the coronavirus. Pardon me, is it coronavirus or coronavirus or Toyota virus? I don't know. But this very virus now that have subdued everybody, what power? Everybody is running now. Church is running. Muhammad is running. Jesus is running. Governors are running. Obama is running. Donald Trump is running. Everybody is running. Ordinary Toyota virus. Ikechuku, what is the name of this disease so that I will not make mistake? I know the coronavirus. The coronavirus has humbled everybody. But I tell you the truth. Pastors have started doing miracle. I was watching one online. They now told me I was having coronavirus and the coronavirus has left me. Hallelujah. You are a liar. It's a lie. But I tell you the truth. There is a limit to what that coronavirus can do. I tell you, it cannot come to Nigeria. It cannot come to Nigeria. Because the disease, Nigeria as a disease, is worse than Corona and Toyota virus put together. You people don't even know what is happening. Now you see, we are not even afraid of coronavirus because we have seen worse than it. The coronavirus, but Nigeria is worse than coronavirus. How many have a coronavirus killed across the globe, from Japan to America to Europe? All of you locking that shopping complex now. Have you checked how many people coronavirus kill? Don't you know Nigeria kill more than that on daily basis? And then some people want us to be afraid. Oh, there is corona. We want that. Let wars come. Let wars come. I'm not. Of course, I'm reaching you live and direct from Yorogodo here in Boji Abo. Gorogodo. That is where we are reaching you live from. Because our ancestors know the food we need to eat. All those things cannot conclude us to us. So if anybody, I'm not saying you should not be careful. You don't need coronavirus to wash your hand or do all that thing. But they do not have a place in our life. And of course, we will move ahead because of our time to the other two two remaining. And your cultural identity, which is the source of your dignity and respect, as it is the basis to determine how you are either respected or dishonored. And now we're looking at the importance of our culture. Your cultural identity is the source of your dignity or respect, as this will determine how people treat you. When our ancestors walked here, they have dignity, they have respect, they have cultural identity. And now, those of you who are listening to me, go and check the symbol of the Ijo tribe of Biafra. In their staff of office or coat of arm, you will see two crocodile and a shark. If I'm not mistaken, two shark and a crocodile. And then when you come to the Biafrans on the, all this grammar, on mainland, on top of land, you know you have Biafra, bottom land and on top of land. That is coastal region and mainland. When you come to the mainland, you see, what do they call the tiger with spot? And then a bird. And I asked an elderly person, why is it that those in the coastal region have a different coat of arm and those other one have different coat of arm? It made me understand that they are different. It symbolizes who they are. He said in the ancient day when they gather in a market, it was the coat of arm that tells them who you are. Outside your dressing. If you watch it like your ancient movies, for example, when Moses fled from Egypt to Midian, it was his starlet, the necklace he was wearing, that made them know this person is an Egyptian. He was not looking like an Egyptian, but they were able to trace him to an Egyptian because of the necklace he was putting on. In other words, your cultural identity becomes a symbol that makes people to respect you or dishonor you. And so our ancestors held it firmly. There is something they call the Star of Moses, or the Star of David, rather. The Star of Moses was first found in Nigerian currency during the time they used pounds and shilling. The same Star of David was part of the things our fathers use for so many spiritual purposes. The Star of David was found in Anambra State and was taken to British Museum by the invaders. The Star of David, two triangle facing opposite direction. And each of these directions has something to communicate with us. And that is not what we are looking at today. But the Star of David was a complete, total reminder to our ancestors about who they really were or who they are. They understand that the difference between the higher self and the lower self. They understand when the lower self is the one that is functioning. They understand when the lower self is the one that is manifesting. They were in total control of themselves. That is why those who have tested our leader will understand that he does not respond because he should respond, but he responds only when it is necessary, because he knows how to deploy the higher self or how to withdraw the lower self. You will not understand them anyway. But what am I trying to say in effect? That by the time you go back to our ancestors, they have an image. They have dignity. They have honor. It doesn't ring bell because we found ourselves in Nigeria. It was said that when the first invader landed in Anambra, somebody shot a gun. Somebody shot a gun in Anambra. And I want to believe our ancestors may not have been to America, but they were manufacturing guns before the first white man entered Anambra. And now let me bring you back home a little bit. There is a film they call Wolverine. Go and watch the origin. You know, they have different Wolverine. Go and watch the origin. They try to draw a link to what they came to do in Anambra. How they landed in Lagos and they came to Anambra to take something away. To you think it's a film. But they know what they are saying. They know the secret they are hiding in their film. They are not like Nigerian home video that is always ritual and witches and wizards. When Onyeibe pick a location for fame, monitor what they want to tell you about that location. That remains the truth about it. But they can encode the truth inside so you don't know. We were the only people addressed as great Biafrans. The whole world by any invader. They respected themselves. There is no story more fascinating than the story of Ezenri. But you hardly hear about Ezenri. You hardly hear about Ezenri of Omambara. A man so feared that people thought he was a god. Of course he was a god. After all, how can he say he's a god? Did your Bible not say ye are gods? He was a god. They feared him. They studied him. They understood him. They betrayed him. And then they undermined him. And they humiliate him before they killed him. And of course, we tell you about Ovaromi Obaisi. They studied him. They betrayed him. They undermined him. And of course, they killed him. And we can tell you about Jaja of Opobo. They studied them. They betrayed them. They were undermined. And they were killed. But they were not ordinary people. You don't just walk out on them. They were men. Men that no matter how low we have found ourselves today, the invaders will always reference them. And a day will come. Our children will hear the great exploit these people have done. The importance of culture and tradition. Remember, none of us will be honored with suit. None of us will be honored with suit. Because they are alien to us. And we can only look like monkeys inside it. But of course, to be able to flow, we have to. But is it a sin that you are putting on suit? No. We have identity. Identity that is not respected. Identity that is neglected. Identity that they trample upon. But who are we to blame them when we don't even know that same value? When we don't know the value of that identity. We are who we are. And we cannot be what we are not. Today, when they say, come with your traditional dressing to this meeting, a German dressed like a German. Akwa Ibom man dressed like Akwa Ibom man. Igbo man dressed like Igbo man. Every tribe in Biafra land, and now you now know they have cultural identity. But I can assure you, if we don't value our identity, cultural ID, like every other, most tribe in Africa, most especially like Hausa and Yoruba, there will be problem. Look at Fulani headsmen, Arewa area boys. When they want to come and issue press communique to the global community, they wear this their Fulani cap, looking like area boy that they are. That is their identity. That is their cultural identity. And it's a sending signal across to every Fulani tribe. Every Miatiala, every Boko Haram across Africa. They are getting it. So their image speaks louder than your words. Because your image can control things you know not. Your words cannot even express. So where is our identity? Where is our cultural identity? Are we abusing it? Are we holding them tight? Other countries who, for some reason, lose access to theirs, they find their way back. They did find their way back. Biafrans, go back to your root. You have a cultural identity. Go back and search it. I have said it time without number. But the way people treat you is the way you present yourself. And if we want them to respect us, we must go back there. Did I say you should be wearing it every day? At least Nigerians have a little sense. And they say on Friday, civil servants should dress freestyle. But you will not understand this importance. But it is very important. They communicate, even though you fail to understand it. Who are we in the first place? And the last among this cultural identity that we must hold firm, we must understand their importance, is means of religion and governance. The importance of your cultural religion and governance. And I have sampled many musicians. I have sampled the work of many wise men in the past. They simply refer religion and politics as the same thing. They see religion and politics as the same thing. But irrespective of any role they have played today, let us go back to the days of our ancestors. They have government. And when I mean they have government, they have a way through which they are governed. Our ancestors have government. Irrespective that they will tell you Igbenwezi. But every house have a head. Every home have a head. And in every family, kindred, there is a head. And in every larger community, you have a representative, a head. And it goes down that way. Somebody must represent somebody. And this head, for instance, the way we operate, they always bring the message back home for everybody to deliberate. And when they finish deliberating, each clan will go to the overall head of that community. Let us assume they said they were going to set up a security outfit, every community. But the king said no, they need to have one security outfit. Each of the head of this clan, for instance, Mbohu, Mbabo, Mbato, Mbano, Mbise, Mbishi, Mbasa, Mbasato, Tilene Mba. Each of them will go home and discuss with their people. This is what the elders say. They want us to have one security outfit. How do you see it? Then they will now analyze. When they finish analyzing, maybe there are 7 clients. They all come back to that city gate where decisions are made. And all of them will submit their decision. And maybe at the end of the day, the overall leader, let's say Igwe, want to use his position to influence the will of the people. Religion will not be his place. The Igwe will come out, and let's say they have 7 clans. 6 say no. Let every community have their security. But because Igwe want them to be paying homage, he insists that they have one security outfit in order to subdue the people. And he has the power to do that. The moment Igwe passes a decision against the will of the people, the next visit he will have in the morning, he says more. But today more is evil. Oh, it's evil. He says more. Go to Nigeria Home Video and see what they are doing to Ezemo. But people will misunderstand me. But I'm telling you how our ancestors survive. If you like, learn what we are trying to point out to you. If you like, we allow emotion and sentiment to carry you. And now, the moment the Igwe passes any judgment, make any decision against the will of the people, the next morning, if not that night, Ezemo will pay him visit. Ezemo don't greet anybody. Ezemo don't have friend. Ezemo don't have friend. The only thing Ezemo focus on is the gods and his shrine. You see them carrying agogo or fonugu. He will hit it on the ground. If you are Igwe, he will call you Igwe. In fact, Ezemo will call you by your name. Mazi Kechuku, Mazi Okenkwo, Mazi Ntorombo, Mazi Priye, Mazi Grubia. Ezemo will call your name and say that your decision, the gods say no. The gods say no. Change it now before you bring calamity upon the land. He now shake the go. He will look you. He will look you. He will look you. He will now run incantation. Yo. He will now walk away. But of course you must obey. This is governance and religion. This was how our ancestors used it. I'm not talking about what you thought they serve. I'm not talking about what you think they did. I am telling you how they checkmate the people in power. Today, go and look at Nigeria. Pastors and Alpha and Imam have become more corrupt than our leader. Who then is correcting who? Now you know why Nigeria is rotten. Now you know why Nigeria is rotten. I don't know if somebody understands what I'm saying. The government of the day do not have absolute power. The government of the day cannot misbehave because the religious leader of their time is watching them. You don't know all these things. Only that when they try to pass this information to you on Nollywood, they blackmail our people. We blackmail ourselves. It's not Onyeibe doing that. Then they will bring one pastor. The pastor will kill Ezemo. Then they will kill Igwe. And then they will now enthrone one newborn again Christian as the newborn again. Then the newborn again will lead all of them to Jesus. The same way Nigerians, pastors and Afa are collecting money from government. And then they send you to be fasting for Holy Ghost. After fasting for Holy Ghost, they say don't listen to Radio Biafra, the Antichrist. And then the can is Antichrist. All of them have been corrupted. That is what they tell you in the home video. But it was not like that in those days. Because government of our day could not oppress the people was because they have a Zemo that is calling them to order. And I hope you understand what I mean. Imagine if all the religious leaders in Nigeria come out and say, the man in Aso Rock is Jubri, an imposter. Imagine how it's going to be. Imagine if all the religious leaders tell you of the truth. Nigeria is not one and should not remain one. Everybody to your tent, O Israel. Imagine how it will be. But I no get time for them this evening. I am coming back to how we are. We have always have religion. Religion will remain there even until the end of time. The important thing now is what role did they play? And the day we start playing down our religion, the day we lose our regard. We know the truth now. We can modify it. We can make it suit America and other thing. But it has to be our own. It has to be our own. I told people, I say our leader mindset at the beginning when he talks about here is where we worship is because he knew we need a religion identity. If you do not have a religion identity, you don't have a government. Look at America. No matter what they do, America will tell you that that foundation of their land, their ancestors built America on the Bible. Men and women have tried to erase the Bible from American main foundation, but they cannot. Go to India, they have their religion identity. You can be anything you want to. Do not think maybe everything they are doing is right or wrong, but they need this religion identity. May I remind you that without religion identity, Israel would not have been able to get themselves back. What brought Israel back was their religion identity. When Israel was scattered all over the world, deleted from the map of the world, when they were nobody called Israel except you see them littered across the street of the whole world, those people who went to call Israel back, what they went for was the religion identity. Without religion identity, the Israel you see today will not be there. Today, what is our religion identity? Biafrans, what is your religion identity? Are you a Christian? Yoruba is your Holy Ghost. Are you a Muslim? Abakeyare and Boko Haram is your Holy Ghost. Are you a Gomo? Are you now Yahoo carrying laptop as a Gomo? Let us ask ourselves a question. Which one is our religion identity? Which one are we answering? Arabatarian or Yebetarian? What is our religion identity? Tell me a people without a religion identity, and I will tell you the people that will be wiped out as easily as possible. Having said that, I want to believe you are seeing the important. If this idea is taken from us, if this idea is taken from you as a people, your attention will be divided to another. It will be impossible for you to consciously fight to protect your home. Instead, you will be fighting to protect those who have enslaved you. When you allow them to take this knowledge away from you, if you allow them to take this knowledge away from you, I tell you that at the end of the day, you cannot fight for anything. You cannot fight for anything. But rather you will be busy fighting for those who enslaved you against those who are trying to save you. Wake up, Biafra. I'll be back in a minute.
The history of a people, I repeat, is like the stream of life from which the character form and structure of the identity, their backwardness and progress are drawn. It affords a people the platform on which to predict their future. Though, just as every stream has a source, so every group of people has a beginning.
I had a voice on the radio Biafra. London is the mouthpiece of the Biafrans. Nandekano is his name. He made a vow to fight the end till our nation Biafra is restored. We love him, it's our mentor. Biafra is for real. Yeah. We will keep on fighting till the end. Now.
Anything you hear on radio Biafra is the gospel truth.
I had a voice right in the air, sounding like a thunder, calling for my freedom. Yeah, now I conquer. I had a voice right in the air, telling me to listen. Biafra freedom is near. It's telling me Biafra is my name. Biafra is my home. Biafra is my home. My home is telling me Biafra is my name. Biafra is my name. Biafra is my home. My home. For many years after the war, yeah, we be praying to Kike to give us a good leader in Biafra land to replace Ojukwu. Until I wake up one day, one morning, I tune to my radio 102.1 FM, radio Biafra. All I had is love.
The people cannot predict their future if they do not know their past.
Yeah. Nandekano's voice, I had a voice like it, yeah. Sounding like a thunder, calling for my freedom, yeah. I had a voice right in the air, telling me to listen. Biafra freedom is near. It's telling me Biafra is my name. Biafra is
Yes, of course. This moment our lines are open. Understand that anywhere you get to, anywhere you go to, the first thing they ask you is, who are you? And once you say, I'm a Nigeria, they know you are a hopeless idiot. They will know. You can see Nigeria language is kai kai. After drinking kai kai, floratio, and I say you are in Nigeria. Nigeria is not your identity. It has never been your identity. The first thing they ask you is, who are you? The world know who you are. If you say you are Yoruba, they know you are interested in 10%. Everywhere 10%, they know. If you say you are Hausa, they pity for you because you're living in delusion. You think you are born to rule. Rule who? Rule who? But when you say you are Fulani, they know you are the British terrorist breed in Africa. They know. The world know Fulani are terrorists. Not because they are stronger, because there are people who are aiding and abetting them. Coronavirus has brought all of you down. Now let's see where you go and buy bullets. Now that coronavirus is coronating everybody in the area. But when you say I am a Biafran, watch anybody who is not from Africa. Tell them that you are a Biafran. You see how their emotion will change. They will look at you compassionately. They will look at you somehow. You know they have robbed you. They may not admit it. They may still be doing Biafra is not going to come, but it's not up to them. Watch their emotion. Here to identify with IPOB. Don't let anybody deceive you. This upline. And some of you have been doing this almost 2, 3, 4 months. Nobody have responded to you. I continually encourage you and say, keep resending it at least 2 times every week until somebody attend to you. And then some people will come and be yapping on my platform. But if I respond to you, you will hate yourself. That is why I don't respond to you. Don't yap. Just remind me, resend it. Because if you are yapping, you will not like the response. You better go to Nigeria and remain with Nigeria. If you know you are for Biafra, come to Biafra. All these things we are saying is Adia Mama. Adia Mama. Makanomeno menizu monwa. You are not saving anybody, you are saving yourself. We are doing our part. One can only imagine what will happen if IPOB is not here. Of course, by now, all of us don't become Muslim. Because who would have protected us? Who would have defended us? All of us don't become Muslim. Wake up. Our lines are open at this moment. Our WhatsApp line is 070-815-45642. 070-815-45642. That is where you send all the inquiries to. And our direct line is 081-221-52971. 081-221-52971 is our direct number. And the special number for the female is 081-288-58614. Special number for the female 081-288-58614. Caller on WhatsApp, are you there? Your name and calling from. Caller on WhatsApp. Good evening from here. Good evening. You are very far from your phone. I will advise you to take it closer to your mouth.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening from here. Go ahead, please.
Yes, I'm calling from Togo. My name is Chika.
Go ahead.
I love what you are saying this evening concerning the religion about Biafrans. What is your religion? Both the Ogomong.
Religion identity.
You watch out very fine.
Every country have a religion identity. Which one is our religion identity?
That is true.
As a nation, which one is our religion identity? Nigerians claim to be Christian, but everything about Nigeria is Sharia because they don't have religion identity or they are 419. So which one is Nigerian religion? We cannot bring the same thing into Biafra land. Which is our religion identity? Go ahead.
Nigeria don't have any religion. Nigeria don't have any religion. Nigeria don't have a religion. There are many religions is Sharia. But we Biafra, we have our own identity, religion identity, but we lost it. If you watch about the Ogomo you are talking about, because if any king do something or any person, the Ogomo will come direct to the person. Even though you are a king, you don't obey the law of the land. The Ogomo will come with his own staff, with his own staff. He will come direct to you, call your name, and warn you. And if you refuse, thunder will come immediately. The same way, the olden days, when you read the Bible or watch the film of Moses.
Even then, when King Saul disobeyed God's instruction, God sent Prophet Samuel to confront him. And from the mouth of the prophet, God will declare judgment. This was what our ancestors was doing. If Samuel now was from Enugu, they will say it's Ogomo. But as he's from Oyibo, now it's holy.
You see, my brother. Let me just say it. You see this Christian, the white man change it. I call it Christian.
Okay.
They change it to call it Christian. Because in the Bible, we don't have anything Christian there. We are the children of God. Children of God. They now call us Christian. When you check out where the Christian come from, it is not from the Israel, from the, what do they call it? From Antioch or whatever. From Antioch, then change the children of God to Christian. Now, we are answering Christian. Christian is for those that know God. Okay, we agree. We agreed. But Obama in what the Biafrans are doing, the same way the Israelites used to do their own. Whenever a king did something wrong, the prophet will become direct. The same prophet, they call it in English, is Ogomong in Biafra language, Ogomong in Igbo language. It's just the same thing. There's no difference. But due to the white man, we allow the white man to come and tell our history, and also the art. Jesus film, also Moses film. Then we see it as a different thing. It's just something that when Moses came to the Red Sea, he used that those things the Ogomo used to have on their hands and break the Red Sea. You see, but now we call Ogomo evil, and our people now, the people that call themselves the actors or Nollywood, they are now doing the film as if the Ogomo is an evil something. It's an evil. But what you are saying is right. Everything you said that is 100% right. But our own religion, Biafra religion, we know them because I call myself a child of God. I do circumcision. It's our tradition. The way we do it, it's not white man that told my mother or my father to do me a circumcision. Even my own son, I did it. Which means I have my own way of life. Before the white man came and changed us the way. When you look at, I have a friend, a Catholic. The day he born his child, I asked him, where will we come and give him a name? He said, they don't give him name. I said, nah. Are you not an Igbo man? Because I know that as an Igbo people, we used to give name 7 days. Because I come from Abreba. We give name 7 days. Circumcision 8 days. But you say you will not give your son a name. That you people don't do it. I said, no, you are not more Igbo again. Then I begin to ask him, so you are not an European, you are not a Roman Catholic man, you are not a Rome, while you are African man. Well, let it be. So what you are saying this night is right. So may God bless you for the teaching you are teaching us, and I pray that most of our people will understand. Thank you very much. May God bless you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. We must continue. I just asked a question, still battling with the enemies. But we are not going anywhere. We have to take our culture and tradition very, very important. Very important. Caller on the line, your name and where you calling from. Caller on the line.
Hello, Mazi. Good evening.
Good evening from here. Go ahead, please.
My name is Ogochukwu, calling from Aba.
Go ahead.
May bless you. That's our leader, our deputy leader, and you, Mazi, Onyeibe. May bless you. Bless our coordinator, Okechukwu Inyama. Mazi, back to our loot. And we are more likely of more. So Christianity, another channel, and then everything, Christianity. Every name, Christianity. Mazi, in the when my grandmother is still alive, I asked my grandmother, why did you people answering Okeke, Okuri, Ota? So that name are not affecting you people. But if it is not, they will say it's safe. What did you people answering Okeke? And my grandmom tell me, say, they born you. It's the market today. They born you. That market today, they use it and name you your name. And it's not affecting them. But now, if somebody will come, if you call somebody now Okeke, they will say, it's sinful. Why are you calling them Okeke? Why are you calling them Okafo? Don't know it. Then we are affecting them. You know, a Catholic, and all these Catholics, they answer St. Michael, St. Gabriel, St. Anthony, everything is Saint. But if you translate that St. Gabriel, St. Michael in Biafra land, it means something. It means our ancestor name. That name, if you translate in the Biafra land, it means something. But this is in a Christian, they will tell you St. Michael. St. Michael is the head of the angel. Is St. Michael the end of the angel. Every saint have their work to perform. Every saint have their position to perform in this our day now. But if you translate that saint now to our Biafra land, it means something. It means God. The other day you teach that thing, but I tried to call you to know more information about the St. Michael, St. Gabriel, the line. Didn't pick my call that time. So that name, I want to know, that's St. Michael, St. Gabriel, in our land. If it is not, they will say it is evil for you to attack that name, in language. All this that just damaging our everything, just damaging. If you go to church now, if you want to baptize your child, if you not answer saint to them, they will not allow you to baptize your children. They will not allow you to baptize your child because you are not using saint. Until the Valentine, Saint Gabriel, Saint Michael, Saint Eulet, before they baptize your child or your baby. But if it's the olden days, everything is that name is not affecting them. The answering okay, everything, the answer is not affecting them. So our Christianity now just damaging everything for us. Make everything, everybody not understand everything now about our culture. In the olden days, everything is moving. I asked my grandma to say, is he alive? I asked them so many questions. They directed me for so many things. And that thing I seen it now. The thing is happening now. So much, this is what I have. I say, when people come here, I'm bless you. Bless our leader. Bless everybody. Our coordinator. May people come and bless you people.
Thank you very much. Everybody must hear Biafra. People must understand. We are looking at the importance of our culture. It is important we know. It is our right to know. This evil that people say, don't do. No, don't go there. It's evil. We want to know this evil. Don't you understand? It's evil. No. Why can't somebody start telling me the meaning of Angel Michael, Angel Gabriel, Angel, all the whole angel? After all, my name is George. I know that the meaning of George is tiller of the soil, farmer. There is no harm there now. So why can't you find out what Angel Michael and Angel Gabriel is? Whether it's Amadioha in our own dialect. What are you afraid of? What are you running for? How can you tell me you know your father when you are afraid to tread upon the path your father tread upon? And now you see why most of you don't see fighting for Biafra as something serious. Brother, wake up. You will never know what they know. You will never feel their pain until you identify with them in every way. Call on WhatsApp, are you still there?
My dear Mazi George Onyeibe.
My director.
Mazi George Onyeibe, we thank you. We thank Chukwu Okike Abiyama that we have IPOB. including people like you, the fearless lion with a limitless life. If we had people like you, Mazi Nakalo, Uche Mefo, Mazi Jonathan, and Mazi Alozie during the Ojukwu Biafra war, we wouldn't have been in this situation we are. Mazi, because we don't know who we are. That's why we are in this situation. Mazi, when I was growing up, who is Hausa Fulani to sleep with a Biafra woman? Who? Who is Hausa Fulani? Who is Hausa Fulani? It's because of them in those olden days of independence that the person that sang that song, Anumane Etie, no, Hausa Fulani. But look at today, because of the way we have presented ourselves, because of the ways Efulefu have told us, upon all the good work that Mazi Nakalo did, my able leader Uche Mefo did, for Biafrans to register themselves in U.S. census. Look at what the zoo have done. What I did not call that idiot that was saying that people should register in the form of, in the zoo. He's a bastard. He's an efulefu. He has been given money. It's somebody with a 0.000.01 IQ trying to tell Biafrans what to do. Look, I'm only grateful to God that at least 75% of Biafrans have woken up due to Radio Biafra, including myself. Before I started listening to Radio Biafra, I saw this Biafra restoration as an informidable task, as a task that is too hard to obtain. But today, I can confess to you, my brother, that listening to every one of you, listening to our able leader, especially his, all his pronouncements, all his lectures, all he gives is lectures, Uche Mefo and every one of you, Mazi Alozie, Mazi Jonathan. Today I am wise. I am wise. Now I can look the Hausa Fulani in the eye and tell them that the zoo I wanna pay. The zoo I wanna pay. Britain. Oh God Almighty. Britain. The best thing that will happen to Hausa Fulani today, the best thing that will happen to Britain today is to say, look, just as Pharaoh told the children of Israel, Biko, carry your trouble and go. Biafrans, just go with your trouble. Mazi say, it's either we get Biafra or we get Biafra. Nothing but the Biafra. And the international community now have seen all the lies that the British government have hidden. Not all the British people, though. Not all the British people, because the British citizens I know are very sympathetic people. They will, if they know what their government have committed, the atrocities their government have committed in the land of Biafra, they will reject their government. They will reject their government. But what is propelling Britain, what is still, giving the British government encouragement is the 13 barrels of oil they get from one barrel. The fools in Ezulezu, the fool, 1 barrel. The 1 barrel the zoo sells in the international market, Britain gets 13. That's what they are holding on to. That's all they are holding on to. And with all this coronavirus now hitting every community in Britain, judgment have come. Peter Touch say, judgment have come. Where you gonna run to? Judgment have come. All I'm saying is Biafrans keep on keeping on according to our deputy. Let's keep on hanging in there. Let's keep on hanging in there. There'll be pains, there'll be sacrifice, but Biafra must come. I bless God for your life because every time I'm listening to you, I'm renewed in spirit. Every time I listen to Radio Biafra, I'm renewed in soul. Anytime the leader, our able leader, the prophet of our time, the one who has spoken and it has happened, is who are wondering, why is this man speaking and it's happening? Anytime we listen to him, we are encouraged. Anybody, any man, any woman, any nation that is fighting against Biafra, no set to go. No set to go. No set to go. No Biafra, no set to go. Oh, set to go. Oh, set to go. It's Biafra or nothing. I greet all Biafrans throughout the world because we are formidable. We are formidable. Onyeibe, what are you going to give him? You've bribed him with houses in Dubai or Segemba. You've had him with millions of dollars in Segemba. Is that all these things you are offering me? Is it greater than the kingdom of God on earth? Biafra is the kingdom of God on earth. This Biafra we are fighting for is the kingdom of God on earth, and we shall never, never be distracted. Simon Ekpe say that, the Biafrans that this Izu fought in 1966 is not the Biafran of today, and we give glory to God for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. This radio Biafra, every leader of the world is now listening. It started from somebody, Ifulefu's house, Ifulefu's room, who was my boy. Imam Mezu was my boy. He started in his own little room. But look at how big it's gone. Because he sold out. Oh, God continue to bless Radio Biafra. May God continue to bless Biafra. May God continue to bless every one of you that have remained steadfast. Because it's easy. It's not easy to remain steadfast in this struggle now. With nothing. With nothing. What are you guys receiving? Nothing. But you guys are still steadfast. My God will bless every one of you. Will bless your children. Will bless your family. Will bless your wives in the mighty name of Jesus. You have sacrificed. All of you have sacrificed for our own dignity, our own prestige, our own existence. Why will God not bless you guys? Why will God not bless you guys? I am very proud. I'm very proud of you. I'm very, very proud of you. Despite all the obstacles, despite all the challenges, despite all the difficulties, you guys are still fighting ahead. It's not easy. It's only a fool that cannot read the times we are in. You are a pastor, you are a man of God, and you know that the children of Issachar, the children of Issachar was recognized because they can read the times of the season. Biafrans should wake up. Biafrans should wake up. We know that there are people that will be hanged. But in those days when they shoot when they shot Onyeibe and all those in public, there are efulefus. I only do say that Ndawosa to rime Hana la Biafra and all the had too much. Oh, when that guy in public now. How do you see it? How long Hana? Let them continue to be an efulefu to Awusa Fulani. Okwe someone ekpe joro asari dokobo. Sanusi nwere 5 Rolls Royce or 6 Rolls Royce. Where did this money come from? Where did this money come from? From Ijo land, from Biafra land. How many chiefs in Ijo the one bicycle, just 1504 or one Mercedes Benz? How many chiefs in Ijo land? Where the oil comes from? Obi adịghị mma o. Obi adịghị mma. All we are just waiting for Onyeibe to say pepe. Then Nigeria matter. Onye tọrọ ibe ya. Ogbunigbe. I'm going to say, Ajuku bucket, don't come again. Ajuku bucket. Now, I'm telling them now that the technology of Ojuku bucket have improved. It's no longer the same technology as it was in 1966 or 65. The Ajuku bucket you have now is nuclear weapon. They want to sink that country. We will help them to sink that country. All of us will sink that country and will perish in that country. Mazi, let other noble Biafrans to speak to you. God bless you, sir.
Very much. We must continue. Our people must understand the need why we must respect our culture and our tradition. There's no two ways about that. Caller on WhatsApp. Caller on WhatsApp. Caller on WhatsApp.
I'm here, Mazi.
Good evening from here. Go ahead, please.
Mazi,
go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Loud and clear. Go ahead. The word is listening.
Mazi, good evening. God bless you. God bless you. You are doing a very good work. God bless our leader. God bless all Biafra who are indeed Biafra. God bless all IPOB members all over the world. Mazi, I just want to give the opportunity that is early to meet with our people all over the world. I need to listen to Jonathan Kennedy. Whenever he comes to whatever he used to say that our people should separate Hausa Fulani. They should leave Hausa in trouble too, that they should be calling Fulani. Each time we say Hausa Fulani, we are like hiding. They need to.
Let me tell you. The message is clear. Hausa know that they are not Fulani. But the point is, are you telling me now that the whole Hausa now have repented? I want you to look at my own line of thought now. Are you telling me the whole Hausa have repented? The day we stop saying what they are doing to us, that day we are gone. We understand what is there. Hausa who are reasonable understand that Fulani are using them. But some Hausa are still working for Fulani. It's like saying we should not talk about Ohanese and Igbo. Let's separate them from let's just pretend we love ourselves. No. I understand that. Hausa is not Fulani. But as far as there are foolish Hausa who want to die for Fulani, I will call them. Our leader said we will support Omotekun. He didn't say we will support idiot Yoruba people. You have a lot of Yoruba who are idiots. The day we stop saying this truth, that day I can tell you we are not doing the right thing. Of course, I understand what my brother Jonathan is saying. Is there anybody who don't know that Hausa is not Fulani? We all know. Is there anybody who don't know that there are still some idiot Hausa aiding and abetting Fulani? It's just like the same way we want to believe that Yoruba have Omotekun, so Yoruba have repented. I tell you, they will poison you when you are sleeping. I understand that very well. But I tell you, until all of them repent, they don't need to be forgiven. A whole generation was condemned because of the mistake of one man. A whole generation. Have you had any opportunity of working with Nigeria? I'm talking to you, ma. Have you worked for Nigeria? Are you a minister? Are you a senator?
Woman, I work for myself.
But Nigeria have condemned you, Igbo woman. Nigeria have condemned you for what you know nothing about. So the time Nigeria say Igbo people do this, Igbo people do that, Igbo people do this, they don't know us, but they condemn all of us. Every Nigerian know Hausa is not Fulani. If Hausa want to keep dying for Fulani, in Aruana and Kufe, if they want to wake up and defend their fatherland, that is their business. Are we not the one fighting to liberate our people? Some of our people are idiots. will gladly tell them they are idiot. If I can tell Okowa, the governor of Delta State, that is an idiot, is it to tell Awusa Fulani that they are idiot? I cannot tell them. And as much as we want people to know this truth, we cannot still hide the truth that these people are still teaming to kill our people. You see, Yoruba not bombing our people business in Lagos now and say it's a gas line explosion. Yoruba don't have oil. Ordinary pipeline they are using to steal oil. It's exploding and destroying Igbo business. But here in Niger Delta, where you have pipeline, it's not exploding like that. I understand your point. That your point is good. Still make it on. But if you think I don't know what I'm doing as a person, I won't accept that. Go ahead, man.
I have made my point, and I think
yes, your point is noted. Thank you very much. For me, George Onyeibe, I will continue mentioning two of them. Because when they killed us, they didn't separate themselves. For me, George Onyeibe, as far as IPOB give me the privilege to stay here, I will continue saying all of them. Except they say, let us not talk about their evil again. And then we preach about their glory and honor. Let them go and enjoy and collect 27 virgin. And now you see where the difference lies. Nobody will be spared. I have not seen British man since I was born. I have not seen British man since I was born. I hope you know that. And our leader has said severally that all British people are not bad people. Have you seen me spare any of them? Let the good one begin to question their father who is evil, and let them leave us alone. Is that not clear? This is my own point. If I say British people are hopeless and they are idiots, the best thing they can do is to cut me off from Facebook. The good is British people should talk to their evil fathers to leave us alone. Is that not how it's supposed to be? But my own point is that a whole generation were condemned because of the mistake of one man. And none of them will go free because of the mistake of their own father. Your point is noted, man. Go ahead, please.
Okay, so the point I want to also talk about is the religion of Biafra. Biafra is the kingdom of God. So our religion is the religion of the kingdom of God. We came from Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, that was later changed to Israel. And all these people are people of God's kingdom. And we also came from the children of Israel, God. Some of us are from God. Some of us are from Levi. Some of us are from Manasseh. So we belong to God's kingdom. So our religion is the religion of the kingdom of God. In this world, there are two kingdoms: kingdom of darkness and kingdom of light. We Biafrans belong to the kingdom of light. And God told Abraham, walk before me and be blameless. And our manual, our handbook is the Torah, the Bible. So all we belong to God's kingdom, and God have his ways. The ways of God are the ways of justice, love, sacrificial love, truth, and knowledge. Our people are people that go for knowledge. God is not an ignorant God. God is a God of knowledge, wisdom. These are the ways of God. These are the ways of the kingdom of God. We belong to God's kingdom, and that is where we are coming from. Then when you now come to Christianity, God told us that Jesus Christ was sent by God to help humanity, to save humanity. Because before Jesus came, to deal with sin, they used to kill animals. Now God said, I am offering you a sacrifice that if you appropriate this sacrifice but through the blood, your sins get washed. So that is Christianity. Even when Jesus came, he used to go to the temple, go to the synagogue. So Christianity and Torah, there is no difference. Jesus said, I have not come to abolish the law or the prophet. He is a fulfillment of the law and the prophet. We are the people of the Bible. So our religion is the religion of the kingdom of God. Any other thing is not our religion. We belong to God. We belong to Jesus. Jesus is the fulfillment of the law and the prophet. So he came to make things easy for us. Instead of going to kill animals to atone for our sin, we just make use of his blood that was shed for us eternally. It remains relevant. So that is my contribution this evening to our people. Mazi Onyeibe, God bless you for the work
Thank you
you are
very
doing.
much. Understand your point are noted. I just want to point out to the other side of it. Thank you very much, sir. Ma, we must continue from there. Yes, caller on the WhatsApp. Are you there? Caller on WhatsApp.
Mazi Onyeibe, I am with you. This is Okudere once again, calling from Qatar.
Go ahead, please.
Yes. Thank you for the good job you have been doing. May God continue to encourage you and give you the wisdom to continue. Yes, first of all, I want to start with our people. We need to work hard on teaching our children our local language, our indigenous Biafran language. In most families today, they so much embrace English, thinking that you are not wise until you speak English. You are not intelligent until you speak English. In many homes today, many of the children cannot speak our indigenous Biafran languages. It is not. It is too bad. So we need to continue to in our units, in our zones. We need to continue to educate our people so that they will make our local our Biafran indigenous languages priority. Let our children know our language. It starts from there. But when you want to talk to your child, you are speaking English. He grows up, he cannot speak our local languages. Then when he grow up, the zero, the likeliness, that is the love for the language will not be there. The love for our culture, our tradition may not be there. The same way when you are speaking that language, he will be. He will be so. He will not be comfortable because he is not understanding what I'm saying, or it will be too difficult for him to understand. So I think
they even look at you as a stranger. You need to see me. When I'm sitting with my children and I'm speaking my language, he look like, who is this man? I just they just be looking at me. Who is this man? I'm just a stranger to them. They don't understand what I'm saying. And believe me, I understand that feeling. Our people must respect their culture and tradition. It does not matter how bad it look like. But they don't even know anything about it. Go ahead.
And where this impends me more is that it is only in Biafra land that this is prevalent. Yoruba man will have his child in
Yoruba
London.
Understand the truth. Hausa Fulani understand the truth.
Hausa man will have his child wherever. Their language remains priority. But Biafra man will think that English is the epitome of wisdom. No. Even I myself, for example, I am here in Qatar. My children are in Biafra. I force them that they must speak English. When I am talking to them, they're speaking English. I'll tell them I didn't go to school. I don't know what they're talking. I force them until they're able to learn. Even as children. So we have to do this work. We don't leave it to the school to do. This is our work to do, to teach our children our local Biafran languages first as priority. When they know these languages, that is when you can speak Ade to them. That is when you can talk to them in parable. That is when you can speak to them the way that an other person who is not a Biafran will not understand what you said, and they will capture you. The same way you can give them sign, they will understand you. But when they don't know your language, they only know English. Until you tell them, bring cup, point the cup to them, they can only understand. Because the brain is not there. But when they know your local language, you can talk to them in halfway, parable. They can capture what I'm saying. So I think that is where we recovering ourselves start from.
Thank you very much.
That's number one. Yeah. Number two, I want to also encourage our people who are into entertainment industry, our people who act films. I want to encourage them to go into research and bring up our culture, just like in the olden days. They act things fall apart, showcasing our culture. But this time in our local language, let it be mainly out there. Let our children begin to watch, because now I encourage my children every time I ask them, what film did you watch? What Ipob film did you watch? Tell me, what did you learn from there? So let our children and everybody, all of us, begin to know our culture, our tradition. It will help us. Let us minimize this too much English film, too English movie
very much
to our children. when they are not used to our culture, when will they learn? Is it when they grow up? Is it when they become adults? Is it when they go to universities? It's now that they are in the homes. So finally, I want to also talk about our IPOB groups in our units. I want to encourage all of us, some of us who are adults, to always take time. That is, people who will see themselves or who will see us the custodians of the tradition, the custodians of our custody. People who will always take time to lecture, to tell us the olden day stories, to tell us things that are new generation, things that have to do with our culture. Because now there's no way we can learn this. The church doesn't teach this. The school doesn't teach this. Where else can one learn about this our culture? Like you, if not for this little Biafra now, many things I have learned is from you. Many things I have learned is from this Biafra struggle. Because we are born, we start going to school. After school, we go to school. Then from there we left. There was never a time we were lectured on our culture. Apart from those early days that our grandfathers will gather us together and we didn't stay along with them before they died. So if there is no system where our culture, our tradition is reminded to the new generation, then we are losing out. So please, I encourage our entertainment industry people, ourselves, our people in our different units, because what we are taught, what we know is what we pass on to our children. Like we are in our 40s. If we don't know, we cannot teach our children. And unfortunately, we didn't stay long in the village. We didn't stay long with our families.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
So I think this is necessary so that we will continue to pass it on to the coming generations. Thank you so much. May Chukwuka Abiyama continue to encourage you and give you the wisdom, because this job you are doing every day. Sometimes some people, I keep wondering, why is it that you don't run short of words? Why is it that you don't?
But our enemy don't run short of strategy to kill us. They are always there to kill us. Pekin will say, "Mama no go sleep, in no go sleep." Don't you see the people killing us? Don't run out of strategy. They have been doing this to us almost 200 years. We will lead out all of them for them. Thank you very much.
Yes, God, I keep thanking Chukwuka Abiyama for raising Trump, raising Netanyahu, and raising Nnamdi Kanu at the same time, at this period of our time. It means God really want to use this
of course
to do things that has not been done in the past.
Thank you very much.
Thank
you so much. You. Now, our people must understand. You must embrace the truth. Let me tell you one of the greatest problems of Nigeria. Nigeria brought war upon our fathers. They slaughtered them in millions. And we, the children, they want to intimidate us, harass us into submission. Don't talk about it. You talk you treason felony. Don't talk about it. They remove history. They want to shut us down. That is the biggest problem of Nigeria. And now we say, no, you can't shut us down. And now we are talking it. Nigeria must destroy completely. And so when we want to pretend certain things don't happen, it don't make sense to me. Where is this? Make we use brain for these people. Then they use brain for you. Nobody have monopoly over this thing. Idiot should be called an idiot. And then you know it's an idiot. When we say go back to your root, find out who your father were. Then from your own extensive knowledge, assess their action. This is the only time you have the moral right to tell me your father is evil or your father is, based on your assertion as regard to your extensive knowledge. But until then, you are very myopic. You don't have sense. Oh, my father is evil, my father is evil. You don't have sense. Adamu Farouk say, even though I see Awasa eating another Awasa man leg, I won't call him bad though. He's a good man. Because these people understand their ancestors' target is to wipe us out. And they are doing that job. So all of them are good men. Walking in line with their ancestors. We are only the one the ancestors sing. Oh, our ancestors are saying, oh, and the ancestors are emerenjo, emeraro, konye gwake na wa meraro. You don't even know them. You don't even know the meaning of the name of your village. If I ask you who born your father, you don't even know their name. How do you know they were evil? And if they were evil, what is your yardstick for defining evil? Because from understanding, I know that the definition of sin, according to the Bible, is not definition of sin according to the dictionary. The dictionary defines sin as an act of breaking divine or moral law. But the Bible definition of sin is not an act of breaking divine and moral law. You are a sinner even before you know anything about divine or moral law. And so when you are defining sin from me, according to the Bible terms, you should be very careful the definition you give to me, because it's not the same thing with the dictionary. And now you see where the problem is coming from. So before you tell me, oh, my ancestors are evil, they are evil, which definition are you using? Is it the Bible definition or the dictionary definition? Embrace this evil, know this evil, know everything about it, and believe me, your judgment about them will change. Call on WhatsApp, are you there?
Yes, good evening,
my brother. From here. Go ahead, please.
Good evening, Biafra all over the world. My name is John. I'm calling from Ipob, Cross River State, Biafra land. I want to thank you, our able George Onyeibe. You have been carrying us along, and you have been teaching us so far for this. Go back to your roots. Biafra all over the world. Go back to your roots. Understand the custom and tradition of the tribe that you came from. Do not throw your heritage, because our tradition is our heritage. Yes, we cannot allow anybody to come and impose his own culture, which we don't know anything about. And today, they will overrun us with their own tradition and culture, which is not the same culture with our own. Are we not proud that we are Biafrans? Are we not proud that before the Britain came, we have our culture? Are we not proud that even in the Bible, that most of the things that our ancestors were practicing, it's written there in the Bible? Why are we shying away from our culture? Why are we shying away from our tradition? When white men are there practicing their own, they brought it down here and used it to influence us. When after they must have influenced us on their tradition, we went ahead dancing on their toes by forgetting our way of life. Biafrans, wake up. And another thing that I want to see this night is concerning that the who is here yapping. I call him idiot because that man is a Biafran man. But he have allowed the Zulu government to use him because of the peanut, a blank envelope. They are calling everybody to register. Biafra, Nigeria, I'm a Nigeria, I'm a Nigeria. Go on to you. Go on to you. Let Amadio has strike that Yama that they are using to call Biafran to register. To answer another name that their papa never give to them. Come and register to Nigeria. Register as a Nigerian. Who is a Nigerian? Did you just wake up in the morning without consulting somebody and you're telling that person, your name is not Ebuka again, your name is George Harry? Is that the way of doing things? Wake up. Wake up. The peanut that they gave to you, wherever you are, because I know that they are listening to Radio Biafra right now. Because I know because of this Biafra, the whole world, in fact, Nigeria is on trial. The whole world is on trial because since they have failed to come out openly and say that the killing of the Christian and the Biafrans is enough, let them go their way because we want to go home. We don't ask you people for anything, and we are not asking for something that did not belong to us. We said we want to go home. Yes, good and fine. We want to go home, Britain, and the zoo country called Nigeria. We want to go home. Leave us alone. We want to go home. Biafra is our home. And at the end, we all must head Biafra. And Biafra will come.
Thank you very much. And this is where we draw the curtain for this segment. Make no mistake about it, wonderful Biafra and good people of Biafra. We are only paying them back in the same coin they paid us. It's like today now, they are on rampage in our land, killing innocent children and old, elderly women and men. They are rampaging, raping and naming, and what crime are they not committing? We have not retaliated. And I've not heard any pastor pray against this killing. I've not heard anybody say it. But I tell you, it will not be like this. Very soon, we will be the one killing and raping. And then the same people say, no. Don't rape them. Don't rape them. But why won't we rape them? Why? Because they have the time to do all this nonsense. And believe me, they are doing it. Don't let anybody deceive you. Do not allow anybody to deceive you. Biafrans, wake up. Deliver the next generation. Because if we fail to do what we are supposed to do now, nobody will. God will not do for man what man should do for themselves. Goodbye from here, and God be with you.
Heba, then I'm on the cano. Who called them one of Biafra land? Hebenebe. Heba, Iman Odabago. Haha. Holy, Namudikano. You are not the Savior. Ohamadike. 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 Hoyano, Homekwano, Hoyano, Umegano, Hoyano, Homekwano, Hoyano, Umegano, Hoyano, Homekwano, Hoyano, Umegano, Hoyano, Homekwano, Hoyano, Umegano. Iye biye nini kure kuno mebena. Iye bozi nini zirezi no mebena. Iye bamoma nini bure buno mebena. Iye boku nini kule kuno mebena. Ikuri ya nabo, imano mebego. Asimi ikuri ya nabo, imano mebego. Hoyano, homekwendo, hoyano, umegano. Hoyano, homekwendo. Hoyano, umegano, hoyano, homekwendo, hoyano, umegano, hoyano, homekwendo, hoyano, umegano. Holy, Namudikano, you are not the Savior. Ohamadike. 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 Hoyano, homekwendo, hoyano, umegano, hoyano, homekwendo, hoyano, umegano, hoyano, homekwendo, hoyano, umegano, hoyano, homekwendo, hoyano, umegano. You tell us that any Biafra that serve Nigeria, later he will go in shame. Imani happened. You tell us that ISIS are coming over to take over our land. Imani happened. You tell us that Fulani jihadists coming to kill us. So Imani happened. Tell us that British will be backing them, government will be backing them. Imani happened. Tell us that Buhari is dead and Jibril is ruling. Imani Imani happened. Tell us that our governors will take bribe, allow them to kill us. So Imani happened. Tell us that Nigeria will be scattered, Nigeria will be shattered. Imani happened. Oyano, Omekwendo, Oyano, Umegono, Oyano, Omekwendo, Oyano, Umegono, Oyano, Omekwendo, Oyano, Umegono, Oyano, Omekwendo, Oyano, Umegono. Holy, 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 Namudikano, you are not the Savior. Holy, 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 Namudikano, you are not the Savior. Holy, 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 Namudikano, you are not the Savior. Holy, 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 Namudikano, you are not the Savior. Oyano, Omekwendo, Oyano, Omekwendo.
of Biafra, in Biafra land. We're gonna take Saguari away from our province. Legend Rasta, Baba Chomsi. Boom.
Danny, please on the beat.
I see you, Jenny.
See me, I come from Biafra. See me, I come from Biafra. I come from the land of the rising sun. Is the land of my birth. See me, I come from Biafra. Oh, I am from Biafra. Yeah, I'm proud of the land of the rising sun. Is the land of my birth.
I will never be frustrated. I will never run away.
I will never run away.
I will always believe in the word the king and my father told me. Oh, my Biafra is a beautiful place, and it's so good for the people to live. No wonder people they are free, no pressure here to see. If you like, make you follow me, go. I'm gonna show you many things you will like, and so be inside the Biafra life.
See me, I come from Biafra. See me, I come from Biafra. I come from the land of the rising sun. Is the land of my birth. See me, I come from Biafra. Oh, I am from Biafra. Yeah, I'm proud of the land of the rising sun. Is the land of my birth.
I wanna go. Plenty things I see make me wanna go.
the Most High is on our side. Gone are the days of misery. Truly, right now we are seeing victory. Hey, all I see is freedom. No matter what they do, we are gonna be free. Hey, I'm proud to be a Biafran, baby. I'm not ashamed to be a Biafran, baby. See me, I come from Biafra. See me, I come from Biafra. I come from the land of the rising sun. Is the land of my birth. See me, I come from Biafra. Oh, I am from Biafra. Yeah, I'm proud of the land of the rising sun. Is the land of my birth. I'm proud to be a Biafran.
Make way for all them and there. You don't call them and do them and have the vampires. Make way for them. This way you didn't them and there. For Abba provides there. We gotta put respect to our leader, Mazi Namdekano. May you go to that my bless and protect all Biafrans. We love Biafra. One love.
Daddy, please on the beat.
Yes, sir. Once again, I welcome you, fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom, men and women of goodwill, conscientious people, wherever you are all over the world. I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and to some of you, good night, depending on your time zone. This is Radio Biafra Extra, and we are streaming live to Radio Biafra London. Radio Biafra London is being anchored by the deputy leader of the indigenous people of Biafra. His name is Mazi Ukafomefo. Mazi Ukafomefo is from Abatete. Abatete is in Anambra State, and Anambra State is Biafra land. Mazi Ukafomefo is the man who has simply assured us that he will not allow the heart of this project to see corruption. Not all of us will understand the mindset behind those words, but one day we shall. We will. He is, of course, standing in a deputizing capacity on behalf of our supreme leader, Mazi Nnamdi Okukano, the prince, I beg your pardon, the king of Afari Beku. Afari Beku is in Umuahia. Umuahia is in Abia State. Abia State is Biafra land. As far as since they lied and say no victor, no vanquished, nobody have been able to stand up to speak against the government of tyranny. Nobody have been able to show the world the evil and atrocity that is being perpetuated in the name of Nigeria by British government. Nobody can tell them that all your company in Biafra land are all terrorists and sponsors of terrorists. Nobody can tell people that you are evil because we are afraid of death. But after all, we have been living in the prison of fear since the day we were born. And one man came and he set us free. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the director of Radio Biafra as well as Biafran Television, the one and the only man that won the loyalty of the Biafran people. Nobody commands our loyalty. Anything he said we should do, we do. The only area we will question him is when he said we should go and hug transformer inside Nigeria. We will protest. We would simply say, sir, there is no light in Nigeria. So it's useless hugging transformer. Except he wants us to dirty our cloth. He commands our loyalty. Don't you get it? I am George Onyeibe. I come from Abo. Abo is in Delta State. Delta State is Biafra land. Every piece of land in Delta State is Biafra land. And of course, as always, we cannot proceed until we acknowledge Chukwu Kika Biama. Tamono Ulisebinigwe Abasembo. We acknowledge him. For in the end, he alone is God. He alone is God. Nanege nanege o nanege buchi. Nanege nanege o nanege buchi o. Nanege buchi mo nanebu buchim nezie o. Nanege buchi mo nanebu gechim nezie o. Nanege nanege o nanege buchi. Nanege nanege o nanege buchi. There is no other God beside him. There is none beside him. He's the one we worship. When we come here discussing certain issue, I look at people, they are very holy, very religious. Oh no, they say we're more Catholic than the Pope. Some of us are more Catholic than the Pope. How are we going to make you understand where we stand? How? What? The enemy did their job well. Rapono muno onyugunu ganefe namonezi nunom I gefe chuku enakwisi ala ya rose apirape olu akamado odi azekpere muno onwe Chineke kan gefe oke mmiri na-ebu ogwe ọgbankịta juru ọnụ ya o ọbụnụ ya kan gefe ọkaka nke bi n'igwe mmanite n'ọgụgụ onye na-eme mma o ọbụnụ ya ka igefe o anyị na-aja gị mma o maka n'eziokwu na mara mma ịhụnanya na gị obiọma gị o juru anya dadi o inwe gị mgbanwe o ọ dịghị onye dịka gị ịbụ Alfa na Omega anyị niile na-asị na n'edema o ise. And of course, without wasting much of our time on this segment, the enemies are numerous. Our leaders say they are gathering and we are identifying them. I deliberately say I will not talk to Facebook and Yoruba on Facebook. Let them crack as they want to crack, but the gospel is being spread. We will continue on that platform because they are not of any concern to us. I can assure you IPOB have hit their target already. The only thing remaining is to separate the wheat from the chaff. And Chukwu Kikabiama is doing that already. But will Biafrans understand the stage where we are? Our topic this evening is simple. The need to reevaluate our stand in the face of this great turmoil. There is turmoil everywhere. And of course, when I say there is turmoil, I mean there is confusion, there is disturbance, there is uncertainty everywhere in Nigeria. But what I don't understand is anytime we talk about this Nigeria, those of you who are not Nigeria, you will not understand what Nigeria is all about. Our parents tried. And of course, those of you in Nigeria, in the Facebook, that is a Nigerian youth couple. That guy is supposed to be a graduate. Look at him. He is doing left, right. Please, Onyeibe, look at your people. Come and carry them. Those are one Nigeria. They use us, they shine. People don't understand. That is a Fulani man. Fulani man doing left, right. Tomorrow, an idiot will say, oh, they are intellectual. That is their own quota system. Whether they go to school or they don't go to school, they will come and do NYSC with our children who have labored everywhere. When I know they shame. That is a Nigerian graduate. Oh, he's a Fulani man. Oh, look at him very well. Those of you on Facebook, look at him. He don't even know left. Where they say left, right, he moving hand and leg. Even an ambassador from America will not do that. Tomorrow now they will call him honorable. But it's painful, but this is the truth. But British government did their job well because these are the people who produce the president of Nigeria. Tomorrow now that guy will become a president. And somebody say that when America is doing census, please endorse Nigeria. He endorsed Nigeria. But the world know who you are. Look at them, shameless people. Shameless people. Like I said, our topic this evening is simple. They need to reevaluate our stand in the face of this great turmoil. Biafrans as a people who have found themselves in this state of great disturbance, in this state of great confusion, in this state of great uncertainty, as a matter of urgency, need to reevaluate their stand. People don't understand. Many people do not understand what we are doing here. First of all, it is important we consider the enemy's strategy against us, which are as follows. I'm talking to Biafran. I will talk to everybody. The enemy have a strategy they used on us. Maybe we've not thought in that line before, but it's the truth. This is a time of great disturbance, a time of great confusion, a time of great uncertainty for us as a people. And I simply say, let us reevaluate our stand. They have mapped out a way to deal with us. And they are doing that. They are succeeding. They are making impact. But you know the good news is that they are not going anywhere. They have perfected all their plans to expel us from our land in many ways. One of the things I learned as a Biafran in Nigeria is that they make our land uninhabitable, unconducive for you to live. And so what happened? We begin to make headway. I come from a very large home. And as a first son after I left school, I need to work, white collar job. I couldn't go to Anambra because I will end up selling boutique or motor pass. I couldn't go to Port Harcourt because I will end up being Ugwaja or pipeline security man. I couldn't go to Aba because I may end up selling motor pass or Okereka. And then other states in Biafra land are more or less a settlement. Abo, nothing there. You ride Okada. Nothing more. And so, as a youth, as a young boy, the only option was either to go to Abuja or to go to Lagos. And this is the same choice every Biafran youth have, most especially those in my time. And so I went to Lagos, not because I want to Lagos. I went to Lagos because I felt that is where I will get a job. And so I run away from the village. Now, I tell story about myself because I don't want to lie. It's not as if it's the best thing to do. But sometimes if I'm here to tell you the truth, the whole truth and nothing but the truth, I tell you what we know. And so having spent many years in Lagos, I saw the level of Yoruba tribalism. It was unbearable. That is when I stopped answering Onyema and start answering George. I have said it before. Because Yoruba say I am Onyeibe, Oloshi, Olori Buruku. Even though I'm from Abo, even though I'm not Igbo, even though I'm Niger Delta. Yoruba say that I'm Onyeibe, Oloshi, Olori Buruku. Yoruba told me. And then I have to remove Onyema and put to George. And now you are happy, Ndiara. The level of tribalism was unbearable. I have to relocate to Abuja. And the person who was supposed to accommodate me in Abuja stopped playing me because he don't want to take me. And I remembered I prayed very hard as a good Christian. And I said, even though I don't know anybody in Abuja, I want to go to Abuja, sleep under the bridge, maybe somewhere God is going to do a miracle. He always does. But the night before the morning I was supposed to leave, I have a terrible dream, which I shared with a Christian brother. And the brother said, don't go to Abuja. There is nothing for you there. And I thanked Chuko Kikabiama, I listened. And then I changed and went back to Port Harcourt. I think there was awakening taking place already. And so, just like every other Biafran youth, you go to Lagos or Abuja, they expel you from your land indirectly. To you, you are looking for white collar job. You are in everywhere. You can't stay at home. Without Biafra thing, what am I doing in Abo? What am I doing in Orogodo? What am I doing in Orogodo? Because there is nothing there. And so when I wake up, I go around Okada, I just be looking everywhere. Nothing there. Is there any abo? We hear abo. Oh, we hear you rogodo. Oh, we hear no one here canron. We go no kesen ratonto. Oh, we hear you rogodo and canron. Elia hanji le abashi akata. Abinu jakoda aron this day newspaper. Mado le koke woron. No jakoda aron kwa kwa bank union. Ebono canron. When a bench got down when on area. And you book card, and bago card, and Yarusu, and Yaragosu, and Yakbite, and Paguita, and Atwebure, and Togwebure, and Anahona. Now who will you be? And so they expel us from our land. And those who are sharp, do you know what they do? They travel abroad. And each time I sit and I watch our people, and somebody said something, we are the most traveled Homo sapient. But we don't have airports. It is laughable and very ridiculous. We are everywhere in the world, traveling both land and sea, both through witchcraft. We are traveling by every means, but we don't have airports. Is it not ridiculous? But the point is that traveling the whole world, is it a sign of achievement? In case you think it's a sign of achievement, it is not. It is not. What is Israel man coming to do in Nigeria? What is American man coming to do in Nigeria except to come and look at the zoo? Let's go and see how this zoo look like. What are they coming to do? So don't think we are traveled everywhere. Oh, we are advanced. No, this is a sign of slavery. It is a curse and we shall reject it. If we are traveling, let it be that we are going to look at those people, get more knowledge and come back home. They chase us out of our home. Go and listen to Adeyinka's grandson, one of his useless brokers. He said they swear for us that we will not find peace in our home and we will not find peace outside our home. But most of you don't understand what he said. He said it in Yoruba language. He said we will not find peace in our home and we cannot find peace outside our home. It is in his broadcast. And so home and abroad we are being persecuted. But it's Yoruba pastor that one. He said, Adenka's grandson said it in their own Yoruba language. That their people place that curse on us. And then some idiot are staying under Yoruba pastor, thinking it will be well with you. It will not be well with you. Don't let anybody deceive you. And then somebody friending in Yoruba or have Yoruba girlfriend now. We sing and say, hey, don't talk Yoruba. Don't talk, thunder will fire all of you. Thunder will fire all of you. Did I send you to friend the Yoruba girl? Because very soon I hear, hey, don't talk Yoruba, don't talk Yoruba. Go and listen to what Adenka's grandson said. Osina wa born one, Osini were born one, no recono no ma, you won no recono no ma, unu porugo do recono no ma, unu poalio no recono no ma, hiya hu konye wa Nigeria suppose kunye wa Nigeria, unwe muchi. Nonsense. They chase us out of our land. We run everywhere across the globe. And what are they doing? They are bombing our land. I am very grateful to Chukwu Kikabiama. If not for our leader, meticulous way of managing us, today all of you will be singing, oh, IPOB is a terrorist. That is how we condemn them. I listened to Nigerian radio today. I was very happy. Because more than 100 people that called all the radio stations in the zoo, all of them were saying, go and apologize to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You people should go and apologize to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. When he said this thing, all of you attacked him. All of you betrayed him. Yoruba cannot hide on their own platform again. Osetiana. And all those of you good Biafrans who are calling Nigeria, and of course some of you are good Nigeria, who are telling Nigerian the truth, it shall be well with all of you. Because I just crossed my leg and I'm listening. The Bible says, yes, how do you see your Motekun? How do you see your Motekun? Alhaji Dambro Wakasheke. How do you see it? Governor Southeast and South. People have known the truth. Nowhere Nigeria will hide. And so people were calling. Well, the Igbo should go and apologize to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And Nigerians should apologize because they betrayed that guy. He told them the truth. So Nigerians, you people listen to this radio, I never know. Every Nigerian that will come out and say the truth, may God deliver you from the calamity that will befall Nigeria. And every Biafra that will be pretending to be Biafra, but they are Nigeria, may God expose you. May Amadio chase you out until you die on the street of Biafra land. In Chuko Kikabiama's name, he say, this is the part you don't want to hear. You will hear it. And so I was happy. They deceive us and deceive us and deceive us. Now, what they are doing now is bombing our house. Those of you in the northern Nigeria, they are not killing you here too. You are very comfortable. You are Greek fowl. They are just giving you growth now. You are eating growth. When you've grown enough, they will give you layer. You must lay egg, don't worry. Today now we are calling our people in the north. Organize yourself. Organize yourself. Do the needful. And some people are still playing Kaba. Nasarawa State Coordinator, that is under suspension, they are still playing Kaba. I pity all the people who are following him. Wife is financial secretary. Daughter is treasurer. Everything is his company. And when I talk to them, they say, we're about to Onyendu directly. Do you know Onyendu? Do you know Onyendu? All of you will go to Abenokbabe. I think it's Abenokbabe you call it. Idiot everywhere. You will go there. You don't know what is coming for you. They are asking you now behave yourself. Tomorrow you say they are killing us. They are killing us. But you are the one killing yourself. They are asking all the coordinator, coordinate yourself. Some idiots are fooling themselves. You will see what will happen. You will see what these people will do to you. They are saying it now. You think they are looking at you. You will see what Awosa and Fulani will do to all of you. Just watch out. Yoruba can pretend. I think they blow bomb now. And they it's what do they call it? It's explosive. Explosive now blow. How many kilometers? Explosive blow, no fire. They are deceiving us. Pipeline blow. If you are a Biafran man outside Biafra land, you are not yet joined IPOB. May the Lord be with you. We understand there are different people forming IPOB outside Biafra land. If you don't report to your national coordinator, you are on your own. I will advise you to verify from your national coordinator whether your coordinator is original or fake. Because they are everywhere. Nigeria is everywhere. But we predate them. We were here when they came. We will be here when after they gone. Biafra land national coordinator is Ikechukwu Gwoha. West of the zoo national coordinator is John Paul Madu Abuchi. National coordinator to the north is Kenneth Ogani. Go and find out whether you are following Boko Haram Nigerian campaign. Go and find out, because this is where the music is playing. Even though history must repeat itself, we will tell the history how it's going to go now. Not falling victim the same way our fathers did. If you are wise, what will kill your father will not kill you. If you are not wise, what kill your father will kill you. Nigerians are spending billions, paying every country that they have embassy to undermine our position as a people. Are you not seeing it? They have even passed a law now and say any organization you will open as a Nigerian outside Nigeria, if you don't add everybody, they will not allow you to be registered. So no more Igbo organization. They have passed it into their law already. So when you say we are Ohaneze and Igbo, you must add the Yoruba and Hausa. They will soon enforce it. It has started already in some country. Not to allow any group register. Oh, we are a Joe association. It's a lie. You will put Yoruba Hausa Fulani. Oh, we are a social club. It's a lie. Just the same way they are telling you now that in your own security outfit you must put Fulani. It's no longer news anyway. The strategy to bring us down in business. When Adamu Farouk and Kule said, they said every business, they will soon take trade fair from you. You can be speaking English. Joey Boko is deceiving all of you. They will take trade fair from you. Everywhere you do business, they will bomb all of them. When you shout here, they go here. When you shout here, they go there. When you go there, they go here. But they are making impact. But go and check most of you that they are market born. You are not an IPOB. Those in IPOB, go and thank them, because without those in IPOB, nobody will even know they are bombing you already. Because as hopeless as you are now, when Yoruba come and give you mic and say, how do you see this? You say, well, what can we do? The Lord give, the Lord take. He's merciful. May his name be glorified. He's faithful. You idiot. The Lord give, the Lord take. Why is the Lord not taking Fulani? Okay, it's only Igbo man. The Lord give and the Lord take. Why is he not taking? Why is the Lord not taking Fulani? No get sense. The Lord give and the Lord take. Because Yoruba have finished you. Nothing inside your brain again. And when I'm talking, you are talking. You want me to call you human being? Are you still human being? And then one Yoruba idiot will now arrange like, oh lolo, yeah. Oh lolo, yeah. Let us give him praise. Oh lolo, yeah. Do you know the creator? You think he's a god of stupid people? This is the problem. They come to Anambra, they come to Biafra land using trailer to burn everywhere as if it's tanker explosion. We raise the alarm. The miscreant raise the alarm. Now he's bombing. Pipeline explosion. But I believe that this is the time all of us must stand up and put the first thing first. Whatever they are doing, if you are a Biafran, you are listening. Understand this is the time to rise up. Put the first thing first. Our leader said something. He said, Ojukwu failed. He used that word failed. Not because Ojukwu failed. He used that word failed because Ojukwu didn't give us Biafra. But at least he made his point. My mom made her called. He said, at least I made my point. And that is correct. She made her point. Ojukwu did not fail because he was able to make his point. But let's go by the words of our leader. Ojukwu failed because enemy, they were enormous. Ndiro kanko. Enemy everywhere. Enemy. I have seen my own elders. Elders of Niger Delta, Bottom land. Ojukwu didn't consult us. How can he become a general? How can he lead us into a war? Ojukwu didn't consult us. But we are consulting you now. Have you waken up from your stupidity? Because I wonder what you tell your children. It is obvious you will tell your children that no, they can't. We will tell your children. Are those people calling you idiot? Have you not heard about Radio Biafra telling you that you are idiot? This is the reason why we are telling you that you are idiot. Nobody tells you are idiot when you are one. We are the only people that tell you. You think we don't know what you are doing? No, you think we don't know what you are doing? IPOB is wrong by some of the most brilliant minds that have walked this earth. And whatever they do, understand is for the good of all. Today we are here. Hey, they didn't tell us, that you can yap for all we can. A lot of people are yapping. And one of them, I'm not happy, I just don't want to mention their name. And the idiots are saying, yes, I believe with Hausa. I know how Hausa behave. Mazi and the cannot have not lived with Hausa. At least you don't know how Hausa behave. You get what we want you to do. We know how Yoruba behave. We know how Hausa behave. We know how Fulani behave. You get what we want you to do. All the one we know where you don't help us. Idiots everywhere. And you want people to recognize you. People who don't have sense can be recognizing nonsense. If you are a man, you are fighting for Biafra. So join IPOB when they are done with you. And you say, cool down, don't be offended, cool down. I don't want to mention your name. I will not give you popularity. You don't need it. Cool down. It's evil people. You are the evil. Some of them will call them and say, please, let's put our heads together and push this thing and move out of this place. And some idiots are saying, I cannot be bought. It's not a property. I can't be Nnamdi Kanu property. Now we are Nnamdi Kanu property. So why don't you face your warrant? I'm Nnamdi Kanu property. And I'm happy that I'm one of his carpets for cleaning leg. Now you know who we are and how we operate. Let me tell you, Biafra, if you think you are going to pamper any buffoon so that Biafra will come, then we are going to be shouting like this the next 2 years or the next 10 years. Nobody should be pampered. If Judge Onyeibe misbehave, you people kick him out. There are more protege out there you are not aware of. Except you don't believe in Chukwu Kikabiama. Any idiot that comes against this hollow platform, even though it's me, you kick me out and treat me like a leper. Not to talk of any other idiot. Don't you know we respect ourselves? We respect ourselves. He said a sin against God will be forgiven. If you sin against Jesus Christ, you'll be forgiven. If you sin against IPOB, may the Lord be with you. Benedictions do us in circular. And when I look at those things, Joseph Atamam, we know history of Hausa, we know history of Yoruba, we know history of heaven and earth. Has it changed our lot? Has it changed our situation? But we understand how all of you operate. But I'm just saying people who have time for all of you. They of course, they come and they go. Now the Kanu should give us the blueprint. He should give us the diamond plan. I hope Fulani men killing and raping your people are giving you blueprint. Idiots everywhere. This is the time we rise up and put the first thing first. The first thing we need to do in a situation like this is that we must recognize that we are a people. The first thing we need to do as Biafran is to recognize that we are people. We are a people. Each time I talk about go to your root, back to your root, people don't understand. Some people say it's a gummo. Everybody say, that is why sometimes I keep reminding you. I say, see, I am a Christian. And I will not allow anybody to violate my conscience. The Christian religion has been one of the most perfect religion on earth. And in the real Christian setting, they say Christianity is not a religion, but it's a way of life. Imagine if we live by the principle of the Bible. I believe the world will experience a peace that is not known to man. And that is when Jesus said, the peace I give unto you is not like the peace the world give. It is a peace that passes human understanding. You cannot understand it. And he said, for when the Spirit of God controls your life, it manifests this kind of fruit. King James Version will say, when the Spirit of God, when you are led by the Spirit of God, you will bear the following fruit. It's a love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, gentleness, faithfulness, self-control. He said, at the manifestation of this quality, there is no need for the law. If everybody was respecting everybody, if everybody was loving everybody, if everybody was protecting everybody, we wouldn't be here today. And so I can tell you that from every religion I've seen on earth, Christians still stand aside. But it's unfortunate and unbelievable that they harbor the highest population of idiots around the globe. And with this truth, I say nobody violate my conscience. But the other truth I need you to know is that I hold the tradition of my ancestors very firm, very tight. It's a no-go area. Don't come there. For us to be able to survive as a people, we must first of all acknowledge that we are people. What is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu gospel? Outside the restoration of Biafra, he know that the first weapon is to begin to undo what has been done to us. And what did they do to us? They divided us. It's amazing. And from Abo to go to Calabar, I will get to Onitsha, Anambra State. I will now cross to Enugu State. Then from Enugu State, I will enter Ebonyi State. And from Ebonyi State, I enter Cross River State. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. But me and Anambra State man, we are not related because I'm Niger Delta. Anambra is Delta Niger. And then I will cross to Enugu. Me and Enugu man, we are not related though. I'm South. Enugu man is Southeast. I will now jump into Ebonyi State. I am South though, and Ebonyi man is Southeast. And then finally, I land at Ebonyi backyard and now meet Cross River man. Imagine 3 states as a role are not related to me. And I come out at the end of only God knows where. And I see my brother. Now me and Ubebura and Ugeb, we are Niger Delta. We are not. Are you that idiot? Are you this hopeless? Is your brain such damage you can't reason? And you are encouraging that map they are drawing. They now put Southeast at the middle. And then they now use South to round Southeast. And you're happy with the Niger Delta. With the Niger Delta. Yoruba Hausa Fulani will be mocking at you. British government say, we got them right. It's good. If I am not related to Onitsha man, please, Bayelsa man, can you tell me the relationship between me and you? But we are very good one, Nigeria. Because your governor went to Abo to negotiate for security apparatus in the area. If I am not related to Onitsha man, somebody from River State, can you tell me what makes me and you related? If I am not related to Anambra man, can somebody tell me how Akwa Ibom man become my brother? But this is how bad it is. And when we sit down, we watch intellectual my foot. All that day, all of you, governor of South, went to Abo to discuss about security. Are you not ashamed of yourself? Yulande, Bayasande, Jo, Unulechani, Undi Akwa Ibom, when can in the Onitsha, Ellen Wene, Yekweli, Hueji Gwawo Kusene, Unwane cousin Dinireki Wenye. Then it will now gather. Yes, we the governors of South, we have come here as a Niger Delta and we want to Niger Delta in our area. We are going to get, don't let them deceive you. I understand. I believe I'm an Igbo man. I know I'm a Biafra man. But that is in my subconscious mind. I knew something was wrong. And if I could be this stupid, I can't blame Efik man. I can't blame Ibibio man. I can't blame Ijo man. I can't blame Urobo Shekiri. I can't blame them. If we that can be traced closer to the ordinary Igbo man are this daft and hopeless, why would I have the right to blame them? I knew something was wrong. All the name of my community is the name of their community. All the name we bear is the name we bear. I can't place it. But I thank Chukwu Okike Abiama that my mother hold the name sacred. That is Chukwu Okike Abiama. I didn't hear it from Mazi and the Kano the first. But I've never heard it from anybody outside my mother. I know that once my mother make use of these words, whatever he say, you are in trouble if it's against you. She never returned to her words if she used those names. And when I tuned the radio, I saw somebody say, Chukwu Okike Abiama will kill all of you. All of you are idiot, monkey and babu. I say Chukwu Okike Abiama. I was coming back from the church. I want to know who is using that name. Because it's not common. That is how I joined IPOB. And then what did I begin to hear? If you use a Kenkwa for Uriye, you are a Biafran. If your mother tied to rapper, you are a Biafran. Or Setiana. And now look at the people. They say, I'll pay. They'll never make it. Look at where we've gone to now. We're still together and going strong. We stay the Biafrans. Oh, the only Biafrans. Oh, we remain the Biafrans. Say you know. Look at where we have gone to now. They say we will never make it. They say we cannot be united. They say we are not Biafra. No, you are Igbo, you are Delta Niger. You want me to open this line now for Ugebu people, Obobura people, Tinapa people, Ijo people to call this line? You will see how much we are united more than you can imagine. And so if you are still there drawing the colonial line for division, you came late. Every Biafran today from Idoma to Igala, Biafrans in Benue, Biafrans in Kogi, down to Edo State, Delta State, Bayelsa State, River State, Akwa Ibom State, Cross River State, Ebonyi State, Enugu State, down to Anambra State, Imo State, all the way to Abia State. If you are listening to me, you don't know that you are the same people. I like to speak Latin because you don't need interpretation. Benedictions duos in Sakula. May the Lord have mercy upon you. May the peace of the Lord be upon you. The first thing is to look into their eyes. You will see that they are your brother and they are your sister. Go to their kitchen. You will see it look like your mother kitchen. Their mother pot of soup look like your mother pot of soup. Number 2 thing. The second thing we need to do, having realized that we are a people. You must realize that we are not just a people, but we are a people in need of a leader. This is one truth people will understand. Yes, we now know we are a people. We are all one. But something is missing. We are people in need of a leader. For a very long time, we are divided in between leadership. It's just this tiny Biafra. Everybody is leader. Amayanamo, Ugidiga, Ugudogodo, Igwe Nala, Igwe Kala, different name. But there is need for us to have one leader. It does not mean the leader have to be your choice. It does not mean the leader have to be your favorite. But the leader must be by merit. And we all know nobody for the past 50 years that have come out to speak for the collective interests of the Biafran people outside Mazi and the Kano. Nobody have sacrificed more. Nobody have risked more. Nobody have dared more. Nobody have sacrificed more. And so why are we doing election? It would have been a warlord of Igbo land now. We will still follow him. By now, PDP and APC will be thinking, Mazi Nandekano, we know you have the capacity. You have the capacity. How much? He said 3 or you well. PDP, APC will come as the ruling power and say, we will give you 5. And of course, it's our only word they will give to him. Then he mobilize us, give us 225. After all, they are giving you 1,005, 1,000, 1,005, 800, and you are stampeding and killing yourself. But I know with the strategy of Mazi Nandekano, you will receive 25. We will still praise him. Nobody has served more. We are a people in need of a leader. Watch all the people who claim to be our leader. They are all bunch of idiots. Honestly, I have more reason why I should not even be in IPOB. Because there are a lot of idiots. But I know our leader is sent by God and all the idiots will be exposed. It's just a matter of time. I know my leader is not a perfect man. But his greatest mistake is made by the art of sincerity. And this is what we want as a woman. Not a perfect woman. Don't you get it? And in 100 lifetime, we will repeat the same thing. Namde kagesu Moni jinji mona chocha Nande kagesu Nande kagesu Moni jeje mona lala Nande kagesu. Don't you understand? There is not as we are Biafra, but who is your leader? Who is your leader? Any organization, any society, any group that does not have a leader, they don't exist. And so he came forward. He was tested. He was tried. He was proven. And now look at where we are. Look at where we are. Not everybody will understand. A lot of people want to be our leader. But believe me, they can't. They can't. He didn't choose himself. We choose him. Elohim appointed him, and we accept him. Because when Elohim appointed him, his leg is wakaburuke. We will tell Elohim, no, we don't want him. But Elohim appointed him. He represents Elohim. And now look at everybody. And when we say, holy, 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 Nnamdi Kanu, he's another savior. This is exactly what they don't want you to do. Oh, we did not announce. We did not announce. We have Kwankwaso. We did not announce. We have, what is the name of the terrorist? Lamido Sanusi. We did not announce. Idiots everywhere. Then you hear Yoruba. Oh, we the Yorubas. We have Tinubu. Tinubu is a founding father. That only. That Barawu. Hey, we the Yoruba. Hey, we the. It's okay. Tinubu is a Yoruba leader. Don't you get it? We need a leader. When you go anywhere, Britain will call you. Who is your leader? I say, German, you say it's Nnamdi Kanu. But is he coming to take your year well? No. I say, Akwa Ibom, who is your leader? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. But is he coming to be governor of Akwa Ibom? No. You go to Abo, who is your leader? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Is he coming to take your wife? Don't you have sense? Do you think the world are not thinking? If you want to free Biafra now, who are we going to give Biafra? Everybody is a king. Judge Onyeibe is Amayana more of Niger Delta. You have other warlords. All of us are warlords. Who will they give Biafra to? Una no get sense. Una no get sense. We go come here, come they tell on everything. Una no go school. Yoruba gari jebu don't spoil on our brain. Nonsense. We go to the next one. The third one. First and first. We must organize ourselves. We must organize ourselves. That is what IPOB is doing. We must be able to organize ourselves. Today you are a coordinator. You have become chairman, local government chairman. You are now chief, Abi. You see, what should be in the mind of every state coordinator is how do I make sure that anywhere you have Yoruba church, you must have IPOB family. Most of you are state coordinator. You don't even know how many local government are in your state. The state where you are state coordinator, you don't even know how many local government there. And when somebody comes to help you, they are dominating me. They don't want me to do my job. They are interfering. You are idiot. Don't worry. Before the end of this year will come, we will know. You are a state coordinator. You don't even know how many local government. You don't even set target. Every successful company or industry in the world set target. Coca-Cola made it as a sign of duty, priority. Coca-Cola company said anywhere you have human being, there must be a bottle of Coke. They carried it out. IPOB is supposed to say today, anywhere there is Biafran, there must be IPOB family there. You think it's not possible? If you cannot think it, you cannot achieve it. Begin to think it, you will achieve it and stop doing all those Orobo, Shaka, Rabba, Kanstandaraba, because it won't take us anywhere. Organize yourself. Imagine if we were able to form one impenetrable unit where somebody will whisper from America, another person pick up the signal from Malaysia, and then another person from the other end of the earth speak the same signal. Imagine that miracle. Are you thinking about that? Are you thinking about that? You're thinking about how to oppress people under you, how to follow backyard and blackmail, how to become an idiot that you are in the first place, and they are trying to kill you. All of us was one idiot inside Nigeria. It is here on Radio Biafra. We were cured and delivered, healed and perfected. We were not better than you, but we accept this salvation and deliverance that can only come from Radio Biafra. Don't you get it? And finally, we must unite for a common goal. What we need to do, the fourth thing we need to do in a time like this, is to unite for a common goal. We talk about Biafra. It's not about the political influence, the political position. It's not about the oil well. It's not about anything. And honestly, till tomorrow morning, I see that I'm doing what I'm doing because somebody have to do it. I'm not a politician. It doesn't run in my blood. And so if Biafra come today, I promise you, none of you will see me. None of you will know me. I don't want to be a governor. I don't want to be a senator. I just want to sit down as an old man. And then I can see a civilized society. A place where the justice system function. A place where the rule of law is applicable to all. I want to see a society where the adult sovereign right will be respected. I want to see a community of men and women who fight for common cause and goal. I just want to see a society that will make provision for the elderly people. Make provision for the sick people. I just want to see a society that put the burden, the pains of the people ahead of themselves. I want to see a country where the governor or a president can serve maybe after 4 years. They still come back home and all of us play ball on the street. Do you know that people like Jim, Ovia, Ndoko, Bena, all these people, that if they come, we still play ball on the street? Do you know me and Zenith Bank go stay for Meru, did they play football? And somebody go say, this man, I be the owner of Zenith Bank. You don't go believe. But they are big man. Immediately they come out for area. Police go, they guide them. But for area, you no go know. It's humiliating. It's humbled. It humbled us. I want that society. Not the one idiot will come. The idiot escorting will say, get out of the road. You bloody civilian. You move away. Look at the man who attacked the idiot, the imposter and himself. Look at how DSS has configured everything. We want a country, a people with a common good. Of course, I will stop here and our lines will be open. If you are a Biafran anywhere you are at this moment and you are here to identify with IPOB, please look for the nearest IPOB and join. Do not allow anybody to deceive you. Africa will never be free until Biafra is free. Send us your phone number. Send us your location and your name to our WhatsApp line and we'll follow you from there. I'll be back in a minute.
Reading from Biafran's Got Talent.
Africans will never be free until Biafra comes here. Africans will never be free until Biafra comes here. Africans will never be free until Biafra comes here. Africans will never be free
decades now. Oh, for decades now. They gave us their culture. They killed our prophets. They colonized our people with guns and bullets. Guns and bullets. Biafra is our hope now. Is our hope now. Biafra is the hope of Africa.
So every black man stand up for your right. Wherever you are, stand up for Africa. So every black man has to stand up for your right. Freedom for Africa. Africa, freedom for Africa. Africans will never be free until Biafra comes here. Africans will never be free until Biafra comes here. Africans will never be free until Biafra comes here. Africans will never be free until Biafra.
Yes, of course, African will not be free until Biafra come. But of course, I pray the African people will understand the mindset behind those words. At this moment, our lines are open. Our WhatsApp line is 07081545642. 07081545642 is our WhatsApp line, and our direct line is 08122152971. 08122152971, and the special number for the female is 08128858614. 08128858614 is the special number for the female. I will go to the WhatsApp line now. Call on WhatsApp. Are you there? Call on WhatsApp.
Yes.
Go ahead, please. Your name and where are you calling from?
Okay, my name is John Paul Wandabuchi. Lagos and Western World. I use this opportunity to greet everybody to this hallowed platform. First of all, my regards goes to my hallowed greetings go to Onyeibe, our director, the man that sacrificed everything and said that Biafra must be free. Like I always say, having been our leader has not come, what will have become of us? I put it to the conscience of every Easterner on earth. And also my regards and thanks also goes to our dear deputy, Mazi before, and you, our African rep, and everybody that is working assiduously for the restoration of Biafra with pure hearts. I must say, good evening, everybody. We are here to propagate the gospel, no more, no less, to make sure that Biafra comes. They've bombed us again. They've bombed us again. They are targeting every area that is concentrated by Biafrans, starting from Lagos. Now, it is no more about coming out, killing, doing physical killing. What they are now using is to use a launcher, because what happened yesterday is that they use a launcher to launch a dynamite to hit a gas pipeline and the thing explode. Of course, that area is concentrated by Igbos, and trade fair is very, very close to that place. That area was shattered to pieces. It was a disaster yesterday. And what happened was an orchestrated plan. And what that thing is telling us is they have encircled us within. All Igbos or all Easterners should be very, very careful wherever they are, especially in Lagos, because their target is everywhere they are concentrated. They will be hitting those places and to make sure that they are financially crushed. This is their plan. In a way, is going to be more deadlier because they are not coming out physically again. They might be hitting at night, because that one also was hit during evening. So they might be hitting at night. These people are not relenting. These people are all hell bent to make sure that they exterminate us from the face of the earth. Of course, maybe they are working towards the agenda of the UN that by 2065, that Igbo language will go into extinction. And when you kill a whole race, because a race is the carrier of language and culture and tradition.
Let me interrupt you a little bit. The United Nations say in 2015, am I correct? 2025. 2065. Then they came late, because that is why we tell our people, go back to the root. Because you not believe now, my children are speaking Igbo now, not even Abo. You think we are joking? But I'm happy now that they can speak Igbo very well, and then later we begin to talk of Eka. So they fail. Go ahead, please.
Okay, well, that's why we are happy. That's why we are all so happy that the director has come. Because I didn't think he has not come. Even before that time, they will exterminate us finish. But thank God, is there. The director is there for us. So this is the plan of these people, to make sure that before that time, these people are gone and they will now take over the land. But they have failed. But at the same time, all of us here, we must all wake up to the reality. The era of saying hanky-panky, church, this one, that one has gone. It is time everybody jettisoning this act of, it is not me. If it's not me, I don't belong, this and that. It is about people. It's about one common goal. If there is no collective effort, there will be no collective gain, or there will be no collective target to a destination. Biafra is the only way, is the only thing that we can say is our own. And that is the only way out of this mess that we are in. Because we are already in a big mess, if we don't know. The one is happening, the one that is happening in Biafra land is happening. Now they are here now. Only God knows when they will strike in the north. And mostly where Biafrans are. So this is a wake-up call to every one of us that these guys are not relenting in any way or shape or form. They are here to make sure that they kill us. But like I said, they failed. God is with us, and God will definitely make sure that our race is not extinct. God will not go into extinction. But this also is a time that all Biafrans in the West and in Lagos must wake up to join the struggle. The era of, if it's not me, nobody can do it. But we are saying, come out and join the struggle. Because what is happening now in Lagos is, their notion is all my property will go gone. Because if I'm not mistaken, 60 to 70 or 50 on the average property of property in Lagos are owned by Biafrans. So most of them are thinking, if Biafra come, their property. We are saying no. All you need to do is hold your documentation. Join the struggle. Igbo man have this sense. When everything has been done, he will now come in. That is the plan. That is the sense they are telling us. Do you believe that one of them is telling us, go and get it? When you get it, we will now come. This is what somebody was telling us. Go and be doing it. When you now get it, we will come and take over. I was short of words. I don't know what to say. I was dumbfounded. All I just told him, I told him, okay, no problem. That was what I said. And I caught that conversation. But these are the things that are people, the kind of sense they are showing to us. Whereas their village is being encircled by herdsmen or Boko Haram. The one that might have hit this one here in Lagos is their agent. Because they say they are already here in the West also, Boko Haram or whatever. And this is the thing we are facing. I will stop here, my African rep, so that other Biafrans can call in.
Thank you very much.
Give their opinion. Thank you so much for the opportunity.
Thank you very much. And that is the voice of our national coordinator to the west of the Sioux. Of course, they all witnessed what happened in Lagos. And if for any reason you don't understand what is going on, may the Lord be with you. All I can say. Caller on the line, your name and where are you calling from?
Hello, good evening, sir.
Good evening from here. Go ahead, please.
Okay, my name is Shukwet Kaize. I'm calling from Aba. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, and good night to lovers of freedom all over the world. Mazi, Onyeibe. I want to talk on the issue of this religion. To be frankly speaking, this religion of God Christianity that we are practicing here in Biafra land is like a mirage.
You don't understand. You don't understand. In as much as you want to say something regarding to that, there is one thing I want to draw our people's attention to. When you say there is a way we put this religion thing, it looks like if we're attacking anybody. That is where Christians are not finding it funny. Christians like me. When I would rather prefer you go ahead and say what they say to you, what they did to you, than generalizing it. I don't miss my words. I say Yoruba pastor. Biafran pastors are not 419. We have idiots among them, but they are sincere in their calling. If they are idiot, very good idiot. Their intention is not to lead anybody to it. But I specifically say Yoruba pastor, Yoruba, because I can't see why Yoruba want to take me to heaven. And all the Yoruba are Muslim. That is my concern. So I will be very happy anybody telling me about religion. Tell me what they did to you. 80% of Yoruba are Muslim. How can they take me to Jesus Christ? And now you see.
Yes, it's true, sir.
So when you say, this Christian, sometimes you're hurting us. I'm not saying you should not air your view. Don't generalize it. Hit the nail. If it's Mbaka, call it Mbaka, because Mbaka is a very good idiot. You understand? And so the people will understand, because in the end, everybody, Okwande ba isi no nye na chiya.
Okay. So let us put our hands together and join our efforts to make sure that Biafra is restored. For example, in America, whenever it comes to the matter concerning America, they leave their religion, they leave whatever and face America. For Israel, it's also like that. So we all have seen that Nigeria is no more working for us, and we and our lives is at stake in Nigeria. So let us fight and see that Biafra is liberated. If not, all of us will be gone as a people and not as a generation. Thank you, sir, and God bless.
Thank you very much. You made a perfect contribution at the end there. When America is talking about America, they put everything aside. We have American Muslim, we have American Christian, we have American Ogomo, we have American Juju, we have American Urubose and Arabasa. American have all of them. But when it comes to the matter of the state, every other thing stand aside. And Biafra must get to this level. We're talking about Biafra, nothing more, nothing less. And everybody must put aside whatever you hold dear to you and understand that nothing can be more dear than Biafra itself. That is why Americans say America first. We have to imbibe in that kind of culture and say Biafra first. Yes, my brother on WhatsApp, are you still there?
Yes, I'm there.
Thank you for holding. Go ahead, please.
Thank you, Mazi Onyeibe, my African rep. My name is Most Favor Onyeibe. I come from Ozobolo. Ozobolo is in Ekwusigo, Newu province, Biafran land, and I am calling you from Kingdom of Netherlands. And Mazi, I must say Chukwuka Kabiama will keep on keeping you and our great leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and his deputy and every IPOB and Biafrans all over the world. Chukwuka Kabiama will keep on keeping every one of us, and he will make us see Biafra. Mazi, am I on this call? Because I'm hearing some other call. Am I on?
Go ahead, please. The world is listening.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Yeah. I must commend you for the good work and you're doing for Biafrans. But I just want to make a very short contribution because, you know, when it comes to religion, our people are very emotional. And Biafra is our priority, and Biafra is what we are in for. But if truth must be said, we Biafrans, we shouldn't wait to be told, this is the genuine one, this is what we should be doing. Every Biafrans, we all know that our source, our origin, our great grandfather is God, right? And that's what we believe in, and that is our great descendant, our forefather, our ancestor, which is God, which happened to be one of the son of Jacob in Genesis 46 verse 16 is all there. Now, if we believe, or if we knew that our God is our ancestor, then it's also good for us to find the tradition and the religion of God. That is all I can say on that area. Because when we're saying, our leader said Judeo-Christian, and he believes so much in that, and that should be what we should look into. We believe to be the Jews of Africa. That is what the genesis or the source of our belief. Any other thing attached, let's take sentiment and is my church, is my belief out. But like I said, our priority at this point in time is Biafra, nothing else. Not that every other religion is not welcome, but our priority is Biafra. And it to some people will feel uncomfortable when they feel, or when they hear that their own religion or their religion is not also counted, or so. Our people are very sentimental and emotional when it comes to religion. But if we must accept this truth, let's go to the religion of our father. That is going to the root, the religion of God. Go find it out, do the research, go to Eri God, Obu God in Agure and in Anambra State. We all have all this information. That is one thing I have on that area. And the second thing I want to say is, Mazi, please, this is more like an appeal. We all know how we feel towards our neighboring country, which is the Hausas, the Yorubas. They are all our neighboring country. We know how much these guys hurt us in the past, and they are even hurting us at the moment. But I think it's about time.
Don't advise me there. Come to Biafra land. Then when you advising me, it makes sense. Okay. This is what I don't like. When you come home, let's go and stroll. Then by the time we pack 3 checking points, repeat this thing for me. I will have regard for what you are saying. Until then, please don't advise me there. No, don't advise me.
I'm not advising you on that area.
You can't say let's issue that. Who told you they are your neighbor? So you sound like a politically correct, right? I don't like it. Don't worry.
I'm sorry.
Don't advise. Talk your own. Or when you come, when we pass Fulani on the checking point with the Yoruba people. Have you heard about the Chima in Port Harcourt? Yoruba man take cutlass and they cut him and pieces him. Chima is dead because they saw 150,000 in his pocket just December here. They are trying to hide the matter. They are not sparing us in any way. What I do not understand is why somebody sit at the comfort zone and tell us morality. This is what our father did, trying to sound politically correct. Is that the same thing we're going to do here? I don't do that, please. Please.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. But you know what I said.
See,
these people, they are not my neighbor.
You should know how I react. If I say don't go there, don't go there. I will not even want you to advise us how to do that. When you come and me and you pass from Port Harcourt to Aba, or from Aba to Imo, or from Imo to Anambra, or Anambra to Delta, then when we come back, you advise me, I will listen to you. Because you must have experience. I don't know if you understand. But until then, please, you are not in a position to advise us. I could have been dead. And many people are dead. Our student coordinator in Okupuli, I think they just released him this evening. What did he do? What we are doing here is our right to self-determination as our right to civil disobedience. We've not even engaged any of this. It's our right to referendum. And why is Nigeria harassing and intimidating us? And maybe when we begin to pretend that we are good, they will not listen to us. Are you telling me Ojukwu was not civilized enough to engage these people in a more polite manner that they would have listened to him? Are you telling me the world were not aware where innocent women were slaughtered and their children brought out of their womb and they were all murdered? You want to tell me that the world do not know that every Igbo child that was airlifted during the war, they did not return them, and nobody want to give us account of where they dropped these children? Are you trying to tell me that all the bombing in Biafra concentrated area in Nigeria is the will of God for us? Or rather, are you trying to tell me that the Fulani herdsmen now have the monopoly to kill us and walk away from it? Or are you trying to tell me we have to appease all of them so that somewhere along the line, United Nations can start speaking about us? My brother, we must outgrow sentiment. Leave those people alone. Don't advise me.
My leader, I'm not advising you.
I'm just, I will cut you. You are now making me to get angry.
I'm sorry.
Most favor.
Okay.
Talk your own and cut off. I'm getting angry with you.
I'm sorry. The only contribution I'm making is
don't advise us. Don't advise
I'm not
us.
Advising.
Because I'm hearing the way you are going, you know, they are our neighbor. Who idiot is our neighbor? Don't you know if Biafra come today now, I can decide to fight them back? Me now, George Onyeibe, can decide to raise a war against them the same way they are doing to us. There's some things we should not even be saying it. What you can do is go and tell these Yoruba people to leave us alone. Not until I see them fighting against one Nigeria, I will never change my way for them, because they all have something to benefit. And I always know people who come here with soft tone. Let's say leave Yoruba. They are either married to Yoruba, they have a Yoruba girlfriend, they have a Yoruba friend, but you will not sacrifice all of us for them. I have seen that and I know that. I've tested that. Don't you get my feeling? Are we against any of them? Now,
my leader, I get your point. I hate them. I don't love them. I only said neighbor because they are like Ghana.
I hate what they are doing
like
to us.
Cotonou to
no,
us.
They are not. They are not. Cotonou didn't kill us. Ghana didn't kill us. But Nigeria did kill Ghana. And Ghana have the right to be angry with us. But Ghana should know Nigeria Biafrans didn't kill them. It is Fulani who killed them. Let's say the truth now.
Okay, I used the wrong word for saying neighbor. I withdraw that. Let me just
be fine. I don't like it.
I'm sorry. Let me just go straight to what I want to say. The only reason why I said what I wanted to say is about the Radio Biafra Hausa service. That is even the direction I'm going. But maybe
Biafra,
I used the wrong
Radio
word.
Biafra Hausa service is doing his job. He should concentrate on doing his job, and I'm doing my job. You want me to start speaking Hausa? Am I here to broadcast for Hausa people? I talk to my people to wake up. I'm talking to my people to wake up. And if you think converting Hausa is more important, then we all start begging Hausa. Why are we behaving like this? I have made my stand clear. I respect people's opinion. And I don't like anybody trying to tell me what to do, most especially when you are not in the position to do that. Please.
Okay,
if I round up now,
let me just make an announcement for our meeting.
If I round up now, Hausa broadcast will come. He knows how to pilot his affair. Let him go ahead with it. Let him go ahead with it.
Okay. Okay, please, since I'm not allowed to speak further, can I just make an announcement for our meeting?
You are welcome to go ahead with it.
Thank you. IPOB in Netherlands. It's just about time to inform you all concerning our meeting coming.
Sorry, let me cut you off. Go to my Facebook now and see what Yoruba is doing there. Then, because I'm an idiot and I say Yorubas are my neighbor, but Yoruba have been fighting me on Facebook. I choose not to talk about them. I will continue to broadcast this crack broadcast. Let them continue. And then I'm going to pretend to look at me. Who the hell is the gentleman who want to make our people die? When you log out now, go to Facebook and see what Yoruba are doing on Facebook. Properly targeted that.
So unfortunate.
And then we want to say they are my neighbor. Thunder fire that kind of neighbor. Go ahead, my brother.
Thank you. But please don't be angry, please. No, please.
If I'm angry, you listen to me. So if you didn't listen to me, I will harass you, of which you won't even listen to my broadcast. But you did, and I don't have problem with that. And I must say thank you for understanding my stand, my position. Go ahead, please.
Thank you, sir. IPOB in Netherlands, please, this coming Sunday, being the 22nd of March, we will be having our general national meeting. Please, If you're living anywhere in Netherlands, in any province, please all road to Egoli number 9. And the postcode for this venue is 1103 AC. 1103 AC. And time for this meeting is 4 p.m. Please come with all your friends. Invite anybody you know that is a Biafran from Old Eastern region. Please, it's a duty. You must come with someone. And on your way coming, or you need some information regarding this meeting, you can call the following numbers. You can call 06 16 66 3830. Second number you can call is 06 85 64 97 92. Please, I urge every Biafran living in Netherlands to be present on this very meeting. We all see what is happening in Biafran land, and we must restore our land. Thank you, Mazi, Onyeibe, our African rep, for giving me the time. And I say, Chukwu Abiyama will keep you and keep our leader and every IPOB all over the world and restore Biafran for us. Thank you so much.
We must continue. Yes, are you the caller on the line? Caller on the line.
Hello?
Good evening from here. Your name and where are you calling from?
Calling from I am Mazi.
Go ahead.
Good evening.
Good evening from
here. I want to appreciate your work. In as much as I want to appreciate it. This young man who spoke land, he has wasted the time of thousands of men. It doesn't matter what he is saying. He should be concise, knowing that so many people are on the line of their platform. So many people want to say one thing or the other. This time, actually, I do not want to be sentimental. I want to go straight to what I have in mind. And what I have to say is concerning this Yoruba matter. We must know really that Yoruba man hates an evil man with passion. And nobody should reckon with any Yoruba man for any reason.
They can do what they want. That is their own.
Sometimes.
For me, I don't hate them, but what they do to us, I hate it with cruel hatred. There is still case going on in Port Harcourt now. Yoruba man take a cutlass and butcher Igbo man, butcher Igbo man, because they saw 150,000 inside. Oga of the police is Awosama, seconded by Yoruba man. Then they use our people as idiot.
That is it, because he is in government. Even when my leader, Reverend, appreciate them over their matter, that matter, whatever, is rubbish as far as I'm concerned, because my leader, first of all, created security and out entry. And let me tell you, I want to talk to Yoruba men now this night. I want to tell them that in their 100 generation, they cannot be like an Igbo man. It is enviousness that is driving Yoruba man mad. But they always think we are their counterparts, whereas we cannot be. They are running their own race. We are running our race. We are different, and God has made us different, and so shall we be forever. Yoruba man cannot be a match to an Igbo man, no matter what he does. All the cheating, all the rot. When Obasanjo came here after the war, did he not cry? If you go to Yoruba land, if they have 10 houses in Yoruba land, 7 is Igbo man's home. If you go to the north, and so on and so forth, it is even the Igbo man, like one Yoruba man said, that is supposed to be a one Nigerian. But
to me is that as far as these people are concerned, they don't have any reason why they should call off Nigeria. Yoruba don't have any genuine reason why they should call off one Nigeria. I have not seen it. They don't have any reason. Neither do our son or Fulani. They don't have any reason. And not until I see them coming out openly to call for the division of one Nigeria, believe me, I'm a crocodile to them.
Efforts Biafrans made to keep Nigeria. No other Nigeria has suffered for Nigeria the way Biafrans suffered. And now that we are going for real. By the grace of God, we are going for real. Nobody should reverend Yoruba anything they do. Let it not disturb anybody. We are on our own lane, they are on their lane. We are parallel, we cannot. Let Yoruba do whatever they like. Let nobody appreciate them, because they don't appreciate whatever you do. They talk both sides of their mouth.
Come to Nigeria and see. Where you come, you say Mazi and the Kano have done good. They will cut you off. They say no, we don't want that name here. Yoruba.
So how can we continue like that?
Come to Nigeria and listen to radio now. Some of them will even prefer to postpone their program, not for you to mention our leader's name.
This is not our leader that introduced security before them. Who appreciated us?
When our leader even introduced BSS, was he not Yoruba that is a police commissioner in Abia State? Was he not the one that called them criminal and say all manner of evil? If our leader is kind, did he tell us to be stupid?
What I hate is praising Yoruba. Nobody should praise them. They are there. All their interest is to step us down. It's not that God has given us the wisdom and has made us in our own way. There is nothing Yoruba man will like than to set another man down. But unfortunately, in their lifetime, they cannot do it. In the next generation, they cannot do it. Yoruba man is Yoruba man. Igbo man is Igbo man. They should rest. They should rest and leave Igbo man because God is thinking. He speaks to them that they are not our match. In Jesus' name.
Thank you very much. We must continue. Caller on the line, your name and where are you calling from? Good evening from here. Your name and where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Onyeibe. That's your friend that always calls from Onyeibe.
Go ahead, please.
You see, that's the Yoruba issue. You see, these people call Yoruba. Although our director has said something about it, yes, we agree. But
but our leader did not say we should go and romance them now. He said because of this move to protect their people, which is normal, natural law, we will support them. He didn't say we should become idiot for them now. Did he say we so that I can go to Yoruba church now? But now I'm supposed to be in night vigil, mountain of fire. Anything they say I should pray, I pray. Is that not what they are doing?
You see, there's one Yoruba man where we are living together in the same road. If you see what that man is doing, rampaging everywhere, if you talk about Biafra. But they can't say, look, this man, who is he from?
They even go behind and petition you. They go behind and tell police, see that man, Biafra, Biafra lele, Biafra lele. They will point you out.
I know, in any state, in any village, even like I don't want to mention any village name. There is a bad people, there is a good people. Yes, I agree. But these people coming with all alacrity, this one Nigeria belongs to them. I see the way they are behaving, rampaging everywhere. If you come for police or for this oil share company, I can remember what happened to me. My brother, my same mother, my father, 2015, August 12th. Those people that died through a copter. Because of my brother who was the director, a Yoruba man was following him advice. That's why they would change that plane, the helicopter then carry from outside, come when they land at Lagos or Abuja, then send them to Ondo to go and report. That's the time they have opportunity to change that helicopter and give them another helicopter which they have already set as a trap. Then as they were coming back, they fell down inside this what are they calling pit, and my brother dead. And that man have achieved what his aim. Even in the bank, if you're an Igbo man there in front, or Biafra man there in the front of Yoruba, that man died. His name is sorry because he cannot last there 5 years. He came through the truth or set him up. So, but all are the same. Even which one am I going to say? During the Nigerian Biafra Civil War, is it not Awolowo that keep all this mess today? Because Ojukwu thought after releasing him at Calabar prison, Ojukwu thought that he's following, he's discussing with somebody. So Awolowo go and sell him to take him and take position in Nigerian government, where one give him post, then leave the whole secret that Ojukwu told him, he carried all of that and give Gowon. Then have monopoly to face Ojukwu. And it's not this same Gowon that tell Gowon to blockage and this Bakassi Methodist, because we are getting help from that side. Which one am I going to say? So, well, whenever, even in over here, I could remember last year, I went to last 5 days or 1 week. One Yoruba man went there, say, if you talk about Biafra, if you don't take time, you go and report here in the police station. But I come to think, these people, what gain are they gaining? Because all you want. Oh, Judge Onyeibe, by these people, they are very, very weak. Even, I don't know, the Awasa, Fulani, which people are there, is more dangerous more than each other. I think there's the most wicked people on earth. See these Yoruba people. See the thing what they are doing to our people in the Lagos now. So,
thank you very much. We must continue. Yes, a call on WhatsApp.
Yeah, good evening, George.
My brother, good evening from here.
I greet you people for the good work people are doing for Biafra. Also, my leader, Nadikano, and George Onyeibe, and Ushemofor. I'm very happy for me to get you this evening. I'm waiting. Soon as you finish, I've been trying to call you. The number is not connecting before I connect. Before you pick now. I'm very happy for what people are doing. What I want to say is that I'm very happy for me to hear from one man. They normally speak on Facebook. They call Oraka. He's an Orobo. It's my left. Okay, he's an Orobo man. Okay, I'm from Delta State. I'm an Orobo man from Ughelli North Local Government Area, Biafra land. I'm very happy for what Raka is saying about uniting of the Biafra struggle, that the South and the Southeast it belong to the Eastern is Eastern, not South. Urhobo people should understand. They should stop this division of a thing that the Fulani and the Yorubas that already place on ground. Even right now where I are, if I mention issue of Biafra, Yoruba will start angry. They are not happy because they know that when Biafra go, Lagos will sink. The oil they are benefiting, the oil
without Biafra in Lagos 1 month, without Biafra in Abuja 1 month, without Biafra in Kano 1 month. In fact, without Igbo man, all this city you are talking about, 1 month it will become a ghost city. Let them stop fooling themselves. Our people can't see what these people are feeding out meat from our misery. They think they don't know what they are saying. Hey, killer, why killer? How many of them import any goods there? Just be there searching us and robbing us in broad daylight and our people can't see it. Remove Igbo man from the system. 1 month, all of them will go back to Stone Age. Idiot. And they are claiming intellectual for us. People can't even see it.
And another thing, I'm still saying the way the Yoruba is acting the issue of Biafra. Those guys, mostly the Yorubas and their pastors, most churches, if Biafra man want to pray about Biafra in church, they will say, no, don't pray about Biafra in the church. Yoruba, they are very wicked. Even when they was killing our people in Aba, in Asaba, Hebrew, everybody keep quiet. They was happy. I think I was touched there. But when they start killing them, they start crying now. Now they are crying. Everywhere is crying. But what I want to say is that let everybody in Urhobo land, and from Urhobo, let everybody rise up. I see the good work Ufoma is doing, and let everybody rise up and stand for the struggle. Let me speak my dialect. Biafra belongs to Biafra. You can't give Biafra. Why can't you give Biafra? Odio type double, big bubble. Wotokwu Isoko, wa ve asa wa eje. Wa ve ikoneji unite. Ikoneji unite ikoneji come out so that ahon ke Biafra na. Ke Biafra na there. Oja no vote no jana no. Ikoneji ke kan ejo. What no tewe. What all you know vote or work control or the Hausa will be Yoruba. Biko ikwoneje Nigeria expire. I need a Biafra now. I need Ottawa now. I need Ottawa now. Why could Robuno understand it? Why Robu Union progressing? One understand it. Obioma Agege Deputy Senate understand yo. Wolole pa baby Hausa na. We destinate ìdí èmùvọ́ wọ́sílù ìkórògúrè wọ́n mọ̀ ìkórògúrè Obioma Agege wọ́n ebe sineti na deputy sineti anyụnụwe ikwu na shọtọpụ we bụ futo anyụnụwe wọ́sị tụta bịa ha vve si ikwu urobo union progressive meeting le ikwu na-eje evre a plan iwe na Biafra dị ya because what futo Biafra tere asabu ke muja Biafra ta na mikpe na wanyo asawa wa eje wa bia wa ma bia imo bo ka bia ha imiti na bi no na ibuga na ikwa Hausa ro kasa ibi meluna so na mi ko mukwe mi ko musahwe ide waru wa igwo neje bre wotokwu Isoko wotokwu Robo wa ve awani ikwo ovu biko wa bre wa gola sana LPOP so that wa join meeting na kiku na ije ka plan iwe no ka dia nwa ma unite Urobo biko Igbo na ni of our a bunch of our a bunch of you understanding agwolota ha ikwefu wa understanding wa cooperate biko meru wario Robo wado Isoko wado
much. Thank you very much.
Thank you for your good work. I greet my leader Onyeibe for the very good work for understanding that he has bring of this to restore this Biafra. Another thing I want to say again, let unity be among of us. So that the Yoruba will say, hey, this is what to say the other time. They are quarreling themselves.
Of course, we have to quarrel. When we finish quarreling, we will reconcile. We cannot poison ourselves now. If we all of us have to fight ourselves, let's fight ourselves, settle the differences and move ahead. We don't have to pretend.
What I want to say, those that start supporting before I start supporting, don't say that somebody talk to you, somebody insult you because of that. You will not mention Biafra again. It's wrong. You are fighting for your whole personal land. You are fighting for your right. When Biafra come, all those money they are giving you as amnesty, you will make them. Nobody will give to you. You will be in control of your thing. Don't say that one person make one comment because one person make one comment to an election so that you will not support Biafra. Stop that. You have tried. You started very well before. I love what you started. Don't look to what I say. Follow your stronghold. Do you know how many people insulting Onyeibe Kanu? But Onyeibe Kanu stands. He's not looking what people are saying. He's still following the stronghold. He's not dropping the stronghold. Upon what Onyeibe Kanu passed through in the prison, but still yet he stands. Because of this Biafra stronghold, Onyeibe Kanu lost his father and his mother. Don't say people say wanted to you, people insult you because of that. You will not talk about Biafra. You are going wrong. You are not doing it for Onyeibe Kanu. You are doing it for your generation to generation and your community and your brothers and your uncles and your junior ones, your sisters and everybody. Thank you. Let me stop there so that will continue. Thank you, George. Thank you.
We must continue. On WhatsApp, are you still there? Call on WhatsApp.
Yes, Mazi.
Good evening from here. Go ahead, please.
Mazi, good evening from here too. My name is Elanya Uche. I'm calling from New Jersey, USA. I hail from Abriba. Mazi, you're doing a wonderful job. I want to thank our leader, Lord Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and his deputy, Mazi Uche Mefo, for the wonderful work all of you are doing. I don't know how this conversation went left to Mazi George Onyeibe. Your topic, I know sometimes conversation has its own part. Sometimes you go left, sometimes you go right. You were talking about us, Biafrans, uniting as one, identifying one leader, staying under the same umbrella, remaining unified, and that is how we will actualize this Biafra. That is how this conversation started. And then this brother come with the Yoruba neighbor and this one, that one. Let us go back to the nations of Biafra. The Ibibio, the Isoko, Efiki, the Ijo, Isekiri, Robo, Imanke, all of us, Idoma, to unite under one umbrella to actualize our great nation Biafra. What umbrella is that? IPOB. IPOB is the unifying factor of all of us, Biafrans. The only organization able to face these people, the only organization to defeat them on any platform, however they want it, politically, diplomatically, culturally, anyhow they want it. IPOB, all of us need to come out. Those of you who be sitting on the fence need to come out and join this movement. Let's go back to that conversation. Our brothers from every part of Biafra, call in and show your unifying spirit. Let's bring that conversation back to this. Let's leave that my neighbor, Yoruba, this one. That Biafrans worldwide, from every sector of Biafra, come out and you express your desire to be under one unifying umbrella where our strength is quadrupled that way. What is quadrupled? Our strength is 100 times stronger under one umbrella, IPOB. As individual single ethnicities will be easily broken. But as a broom, let's just say broomstick, we collect all these broomsticks and put them together. Like I said earlier this morning, we can bend, the broomstick will bend, but it will never break. But if you go it alone, you are finished in one day. They will break you. You are done. The only way we can achieve our success as Biafra is to remain one unified unit of Biafra. All nations, all of us, regardless of the language, come and submit yourself under the leadership of, you said, who's your leader? They will ask you, who's your leader? What would you say at that time? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is our leader. That's what you will say. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the only person we know. We are standing behind him. That is the simple answer. That is how Biafra will come. Mazi Onyeibe, please let me touch on some other things. Every now and then, people will come out here and say, oh, our radio is not working. This one is not working. And it's time to start sharing some of the good news. So I want to announce that our radio is working. Our radio in Old Umaya province is working. It had been off for some time. It is working now. I just received confirmation that this places the radio is working. Ikuano, Uzuakole, Isukwato, some parts, Uzuitem, Ibere, Akoli Meni, Alai, Abreba, some parts of Ohafia. So Biko Unukbaro turn on the radio. 1 FM 102.1. Our radio is working, and we are working hard to make sure that we spread the reach of our Radio Biafra in that sector of Biafra land. To help us with that effort and other efforts that we are carrying along in that area, you can call, if you're on the other side of the Atlantic, you can call Mazi Paul Okoronkwo. Mazi Paul Okoronkwo is out of IPOB London. You can reach him at +44 753 641 5024. or you can reach me, Elanya Uche, at +1 732 912 6087. Our preparation for the June 20 rally in Washington, D.C. is still ongoing, corona or no corona. As a matter of fact, now that they shut down many things over here, we're at home and we have more time now to focus on what we want to achieve that June 20. And until they stop everything, we are continuing our preparation. So all of you continue to prepare for June 2020 Washington, D.C. rally. Your friends, your family, your co-workers, all of them, bring them that day. That is the day we want to announce to the world our intent to restore our great nation, Biafra. Mazi, you are doing a great job. Finally, let me announce IPOB New Jersey. IPOB New Jersey, we're on every platform. We're on every platform. On Facebook, we're IPOB New Jersey. On Twitter, we're IPOB NJ. On Instagram, we're also IPOB J. If you want to email us, you can email us at ipobnewjersey@gmail.com. Another phone number to call is +1 646 207 7872. And I must share this news that in the past, Onyeibe, in the past 2 meetings here in IPOB New Jersey, our numbers have increased 25% just in the past 2 weeks. Why am I saying that? For everybody to know that our strategy is working worldwide. Our efforts are yielding fruit. Do not be discouraged. Every move they make will incur a reaction that will even bring Biafra faster, that will even increase the numbers of IPOB. Do not be dismayed. Do not be discouraged. They try to instill fear in you, and it will never work. As a matter of fact, it will be counterproductive. My brother from Angola also, I heard him speaking on the radio also. He was saying the same thing, that their numbers are increasing. More people are waking up. More people are coming out. We are realizing our efforts.
My brother,
and we are yielding fruit.
There is no single broadcast I don't have close to 3,000 people waiting to be attended to.
Oh.
I can tell you I have more than 4,000 people that have not been attended to. I will forward and forward and forward, and when I get tired, I leave it. Of course, the people are waking up. That is just the only thing we need. And the moment everybody wake up, forming one impenetrable unit, and then people will see the miracle we talk about. Thank you very much.
Wonderful. Mazi Onyeibe, thank you for the time you've afforded me. You're doing a wonderful job. God bless you. All hail Biafra, my brother. Thank you very much.
Biafra. Yes, a caller on WhatsApp. Are you still there?
Yeah, good evening, Mazi.
Good evening from here. Go ahead, please, your name and where you're calling from.
My name is Uche. I am calling from Canada. I enjoy your broadcast a lot. I must tell you, it inspires me. With your broadcast, I can work like 10 hours without getting tired. I also like the way you don't spare anybody, from coordinator to the floor members. Mazi Onyeibe, I must tell you that the coordinators here has assumed the position of a little god. That you don't ask questions, you don't say anything. We just come to meeting, we sit down, we discuss about food, and we leave. I was like telling one the other day that if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu started by coming to IPOP meeting and we eat, we talk about Tofu Olugbo and all the rest of them, we go. Definitely we won't be where we are today. We don't go to rally. We don't visit MPs. We don't even put Biafra flags when we are having our meetings.
You see what I will advise you in that aspect. This is how I handle people. First of all, these people may be your coordinator, but they are first of all your brothers or your sisters. And I will want you calling them aside and talking them into it. Sometimes they may not see anything wrong with what they are doing. But if you try to talk it out with them, and then you will begin to understand the kind of person that they are. Believe me, it is easy to think somebody is doing something wrong, but I want to believe that not until you talk them through it, it will not be fair you conclude that is who they are. You understand? So I will say, if you have a coordinator that is behaving that way, I will advise you to treat him like a brother. First of all, call him and say, brother, I have been observing what is going on in this meeting, and this is what we do all the time. I would have suggested that we go this way or we go that way. And then his response will make you understand the kind of person that he is. Honestly, when people call here and make certain contribution, I kind of stop them because I don't want them advising me. I want you coming and I say, oh, this Yoruba, I don't think we should do that. By the time you begin to say, I don't think, I know that is your opinion. I'll let you finish your opinion. If I like, I respond to you. But when you are coming now to tell me this is how you want me to do it, I will not agree. Because one of the things I understand when it comes to this broadcast is I'm responsible for what I say here. And somebody should not compare me to say what I'm going to say that I am ready to defend tomorrow. Tomorrow I can be called upon and say, this thing you say here, come and defend it. I want to be sure I am saying them and without regret. I think that is one of the principles. Having said that, I will encourage you, those coordinators who may not be working the way you expect them to be, it will be good you call them one-on-one and as brother, talk to them and see what will become of them in the end. Go ahead, please.
Okay, I thank you. I like your advice. But as it stands now, definitely, because of the same thing I'm telling you, few of us are on suspension, so there is no way I can talk to them about it now.
Okay, now our leader says something. Obidi will always say, I believe me, I honor people who go on suspension to prove the truth. Mazi Obidi was sometimes suspended, and that very act humbled all of us. Today, he's still there. I'm not going to speak for him, and I'm not going to say it's very easy for him, but you understand that it's not about him. It's about us. I'm happy you are under suspension now. I would advise you, whatever they say you should do in that process, comply with them. But how will you know those who fight to win is after your suspension, still bring out your matter. You see, for me, I have faced different challenges. Anything you say I should do, I will do it. But that thing I'm looking for, we must get to the bottom of it. And then along the line, people will see that you are actually making a point. And it is better they apologize because they have haunted you than for you to look like a fool later on because you couldn't exercise a little bit patient. So don't worry about the suspension. You were not expelled. Some people have been expelled and they are still writing an application for their matter to be heard. You are just suspended. Believe me, all will be well. Don't worry about that. Serve your suspension. Meet every requirement given to you. I think that is the principle we are looking for. That is the law that will put us in order. Because if we talk about a nation where the law will not be respected, we are savages and there is no need to talk about Biafra. So I want to encourage you, serve that term given to you, every punishment meted to you, make sure you comply. And at the end of the day, you are called back, you go to your coordinator and said, I am still not satisfied with this issue. Let him suspend you again. And then you will see your case will take another turn. Believe me. Believe me.
Okay. No problem.
Thank you very much for your understanding. Thank you very much.
Bye, sir.
All right, my brother. And of course, we are inching closer to the end of this broadcast. Our people must understand. People can misunderstand you and they are going to deal with you. It's okay. Somebody have to pay this price. Some people suffer ignorantly. Believe me, it's painful. Sometimes you go home, you cry alone. I can only wonder what our leader go through. But we understand on ease is the head that wear the crown. Call you new, they call you nyenta. But somewhere along the line, we're going to get it, believe me. We'll all be fine. Believe me. It's the fact, is the truth. We will all be fine. Yes, I take one more call or two more call. I'll be back. Caller on WhatsApp, you hold on there. Caller on the line, your name and where are you calling from?
Yeah, this is my name is Mazi Chijoke. I'm calling from Port Harcourt.
Go ahead, my brother.
So, Mazi, I want to share my view concerning what I was watching on what I was watching yesterday concerning our people betraying us up to this this age. I saw in that video, Remado was speaking concerning the $21 billion they borrowed. And there is no any of these projects cited at Southeast at all. And the common courage to come and interviewed. And there I saw Okrocha showcasing his ugly face in that interview. Shamelessly showing himself. And they were discussing, and they want to go and they have a sweet talk with the Senate President. They were going to see how it is going to work. As if they are begging. They are begging these people for them to start any project concerning that money. The money that they are going to also collect, if they are going to pay back that money, is from this side. They are going to get the resources which they are going to pay. Only one person fought for that. And they have to now, he say, I went to Lagos for this, for that. And we went to meet the Senate President and the Speaker of the House of Assembly. We are on the process. We are discussing. Imagine the people that we call our leaders shamelessly up to this age. And I don't know what is his end by coming.
We didn't call them our leader. They call themselves our leader. They are the one that said that they are our leader. We never said they are our leader. Go ahead.
Yes, that is exactly what they claim. Now, for him to come to that place and begin to grant interview, what is in his mind? For us to see them that they are fighting for us or what? This is a high sabotage up to this age, which any day, anytime they are going to pay for it, whether they like it or not. Because people are watching.
Thank you very much.
We are watching.
Thank you very much.
That's what I want to say, because I was very, very angry. I saw that.
It's just part of the whole system. Thank you very much. Caller on WhatsApp, you have 1 minute. Go ahead, please, if you are still there. My time is up already. Go ahead, caller on WhatsApp.
Yeah, Mazi, good evening.
Good evening from
This
you.
is Chukwu calling from Holland.
Go ahead.
Mazi, say, let me try to do the night prayer now for our religion. That's why I'm trying the lines is to do prayer before I sleep. So this is where we worship everywhere. There's nothing that will make us to not have our own religion, and that's what we are working towards to. And everybody at the end of the day will come to one point. Mazi, what make me call you this night is that we are living in Holland, and the Holland has become a place that we are fighting everything to get a diplomatic issue. And they are trying to do anything stubborn to not answer us. Also, we know everything they are doing, because they are putting pipe to drain our oil, and they kill Sarorua, and what they can do is to come here to give him street and keep Sarorua street and build a house there keep. So this is what we are facing here. Now, the Prime Minister have make an announcement that they don't want to see any 10 people or 5 people gather because of coronavirus. So, according to my brother that announced before, maybe he never heard the news that the meeting have cancelled. That is why I try to get you to announce it that we are not going to have meeting on Sunday again, because they already give the law that nobody should gather one place. So all you living in Holland, our national meeting that we are trying to have in Egoli on 22nd of March, being on Sunday, have been cancelled. So please, anytime that we have the meeting again, or when the band have left, then we announce it again. That is why I try to get to announce this evening.
Thank you very much.
Mazi, bless you and
bless you too.
Continue your jobs.
Thank
Good
you
night.
very much. Yes. Good night, everyone from here. Do have nice rest, depending on your time zone anyway. And for those of you who are in the daytime, I would say do have a wonderful day ahead of you. I sign off from here. Remain focused, remain Biafra. God be with you.
Another Savior. Holy, 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 Adimebujuku. Another Savior. Another Savior. Holy, 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 Adimebujuku. Another Savior. Special dedication to the gallant heroes of the Nigerian Biafra War and IPM families all over the world. I remember the Nigerian Biafran war, in the thickness of the Biafra genocide. Hey, one man revived the vanishing hope to life. Let the great Biafran army to fight, and they were singing out, holy, 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 is another Savior. They were singing out, holy, 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 is another Savior. Holy, 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 is another Savior. Many years after the genocide, whoa, yet another great leader has risen up now. Oh, and he's leading the Biafrans to victory.